Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of the United Gamedom podcast. A bit of an impromptu one. I just was in the mood to do a podcast tonight, and thankfully my co-host was willing and able to do one with me. I'm of course Darren, aka Dow, and with me is my favourite Canadian, and Dennis Poirier. Hello Dennis, how you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. I'm on vacation right now, so happy Thanksgiving also to all our American friends out there. We're celebrating Thanksgiving today, having some turkey and stuff. So
Yeah, well, we're recording this on a Thursday. It probably won't
Yep.
be up till tomorrow though.
yeah, well, happy belated
Happy
Thanksgiving.
belated
So
Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving anyway, yeah.
I think they celebrate Thanksgiving the entire weekend, so I think we're okay.
Yeah, pretty much, since everyone be off now. Today, Thursday, and tomorrow for Black Friday anyway.
Yep,
And, yep.
it's the beginning of the holidays.
Yeah.
Always starts with the American Thanksgiving. So
Yeah, the holiday rush starts now. And then tomorrow, you'll see all sorts of videos online of people acting like complete idiots.
Yep.
Rushing in to get a fucking toaster for like $1. Like
Yeah,
all
that's
sorts
always
of
fun.
junk.
That's always funny.
I always get a kick out of watching them though. They're
Yeah.
just so hilarious. It's like, I never act this way though, but it's just funny as hell to watch people act that way though anyway.
Yeah, it's not a time to go to the not a time to go to the store tomorrow if you're American.
Yeah.
Stay at home and do online shopping. It's better.
Yes. That's pretty much what I do most of the time anyway.
Yeah,
For games and
exactly.
stuff like that. It's very rarely I buy a game in a store or anything in a store now. But
One
except-
time,
Go
one
ahead.
time I went to Boxing Day. I went to the store on Boxing Day, and I said, never again am I ever going to do this. I wanted to go to HMV. I think you guys have that over there, right?
Yeah, we do.
HMV. So I wanted to go there and buy some albums, CDs back in the day when they were popular, and there were so many people, like it's almost like you're being dragged into the store because there's so many people, like they almost lift you up, and I'm not a big guy, so they kind of almost lift me up and bring me into the store without me walking anything. So I said, yeah, this is the last time, and I parked, I think, maybe 20 minutes, 15, 20 minutes from the store. Walk, 15, 20-minute walk from the store, when usually I can get maybe 2 or 3 minutes. So yeah, that was the very last time that I went to something like that. I do my shopping online now, and if it's for clothes, well, I'll go when it's not Boxing Day or whatever.
Yeah, well, it's not
Trying
a
to
really busy flipping day now, yeah, obviously, yeah.
Yeah,
For those people that don't know, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas.
yep.
So it is.
I don't think it exists in Europe, right? Is it Boxing Day in Europe?
Yeah,
Or is it
we
something?
have it in UK now, so we do Boxing Day.
Okay.
I don't know. I know from America knows it now. Like,
Hmm.
I don't know about Europe now, but I know like UK now we call it Boxing Day now.
Yeah. We had our Thanksgiving back in October in Canada, so
Yeah, pretty much like most things. Like we have a different Mother's Day to
Yep.
use, and we have it in March. You have it in May, I think, isn't it?
yep.
I think we have the same Father's Day though.
Which is kind of weird. Yeah, I think it's the same June. Is it
Yeah,
June?
June. Yeah, we celebrate
the same.
Father's Day in the same day now,
Yep.
but it's just like it depends. It's just really weird though. Different holidays, same like type of holiday, but celebrated in different days around the world.
I always found it weird. Like I have a friend who is from New Zealand, and she's telling me right now, "Oh, summer's coming," and I'm like, "Wow, summer in December is kind of when it's summer over here in Canada. It's like winter over there in
Yeah,
New Zealand.
winter. Yeah, and it's
That's
winter.
really weird.
Yeah,
To
winter
me,
in
that's weird.
winter in the southern hemisphere now.
Yeah,
So it'll be nice and warm over there now. We're over here in Europe and Canada, not there. We're freezing our butts off.
yeah. It's snowing today. Snowing a lot here today, actually.
Yeah, it's really fucking cold, but at the moment here though, it's like this is
Hmm.
actually the coldest I remember it being for quite some time. This early here though, it usually be a bit warmer though, and it doesn't get really cold until like December, January time though. But this time it's just like, yep, fuck yous, yous are freezing your asses off now.
Yep. We had a pleasant winter last year. Didn't snow until I think Christmas or Day or Boxing Day. But this year, yeah, we're getting snow already and cold temperatures, and I think we're gonna have a pretty bad winter this year compared to last year.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised though, considering the fact this year has been quite crap in various different ways.
Oh yeah, it's been a pretty shitty year
Yeah.
all around.
Uh, there's been a lot of great video games. Like that's probably the one upside to this year. Like there's been a
It's
lot
been
of
a great year in video
great
games,
year
yeah.
of video games, yeah. But for the reality in the real world, it's been pretty lazy.
Yeah.
Like America has elected Donald Trump as their next president, and
Hmm.
did you like a year ago would people have expected that to happen? Nope.
Absolutely not.
But yep, it's come, and it seems from people tweeting the various things that happened since then, America seems to be in a bit of a shit show at the moment.
Yep. But I think less than half Americans went to vote.
Yeah,
So
apparently,
that's what happens when you
yeah.
don't go vote. So,
But that was the case. I think probably people were like, I don't like any of these candidates, so I'm just not going to bother voting.
yep.
I think that was probably the case as well. Like, heck, we've had our Brexit earlier this year, and
Yep.
America electing Donald Trump is pretty much their Brexit, their equivalent.
Yep.
So we're heading out of the EU, and he's elected Donald Trump, and the various different things he said throughout his campaign are
And
quite,
before.
yeah, and before are quite questionable.
Yep.
You never know. He could end up being a decent president. You never know. But
Could surprise a lot of people.
yeah,
Who
you
knows?
never know. But he could end up being pretty bad though. Like George Bush was a pretty lazy president.
Hmm.
Barack
George
Obama,
Bush's son. Yeah.
yeah, George W. Bush, yeah, and
Hmm.
Barack Obama. Like I liked him though, like, but I don't think he did a whole lot for terms of, according to some people.
Yeah.
Like he was kind of left in a shit place with the way like Bush left it.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, and
He
like,
came in at a bad time. So.
yeah, and like he did his best, I guess, for some people, but some it wasn't good enough for a lot of people out there. But like I just liked him. Like he was charismatic. He wasn't one of those presidents you could say he's a dirty bastard or anything like that. Now, like he's not like Trump or some other presidents in the past. Now, like the
Hmm.
whole thing he did there for Ellen, or the video of it, giving her that was it the Presidential Medal of Peace or something
Yeah. Something like
this
that.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forget what it was. Like you wouldn't say, you definitely won't say Donald Trump or most other people acting that way now.
Well, I think he doesn't have a choice to give out those medals, but
Yeah, but
it's the president's job, I think, to do
yeah,
that.
but like
But
yeah. But like he doesn't take himself seriously. Like you've seen some of those little things he's done as well,
his tweets. Yeah.
his tweets and like appearing on various different shows now. And like you don't really see that of other politicians doing that now. Like
The first
some
WWE Hall of Famer to become president.
yeah,
That's
that's
crazy.
right, Donald Trump. Yeah, Donald Trump, who 9.5 years ago took the worst stunner in WWE history,
Yep.
was wrestling Stone Cold Steve Austin, is now, and WWE Hall of Famer, is now your president-elect.
Yep.
Oh boy, what a weird world we live in now, Dennis.
Reminds me of Back to the Future, the first one. He says, "Who's the president of the United States in 1985?" He says, "Ronald Reagan."
Oh,
Is this
Reagan,
the
the
actor?
actor? Who's the president? Jerry Lewis?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be like that when people reflect on 2016.
Yeah, that was the thing. People were like, equivalent this year, like, because of Back to the Future 2, like, the Cubs won the World Series,
Yep.
and like President Trump's elected, like he's like Biff or something.
Yeah, he looks like Biff,
Yeah, Biff
pretty
Tannen.
much.
Yeah, it's a weird fucking world though.
Yeah,
Hopefully
we'll see how it goes. I know the economy's doing well with him as president, so like the Dow Jones went up pretty high. There's a lot of good stuff going on in the economy side of things, but we'll see as it goes along.
Yeah, we'll see when he actually gets into the office in January.
A lot of people moving to Canada, so
Yeah, didn't the Canada, what was it, the immigration side kind of crashed when it
Yep.
was announced that he was going to be the next president?
Yep, the website crashed. There was too many demands on the website
Yeah, it's
the
like,
night of the election.
I'm heading the fuck out of here. Fuck this place.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, yeah. I didn't see that for over here now in terms of people trying to get out of the UK now, but I'm sure there's going to be some people who want to move out of the UK and try to move elsewhere to Europe or,
Yeah,
Australia
maybe.
or something due to the thing though. But
Wasn't Brexit like in 4 or 5 years or something?
they have to activate something called Article 50, like
Mhm.
something like that, and then that starts the process of moving in the next 2 years then.
Okay.
So it is. There's just all sorts of kind of hurdles at the moment, though. Like I said, the PM, who the Prime Minister resigned after the vote was when it was announced that we were leaving the EU. He was on the stay side of things, and people like Boris Johnson and that complete fucking utter twat Nigel Farage were on the leave side, and then he resigned, and there's a new Prime Minister. It was Theresa May, so it's the second female Prime Minister now in UK history. And people, it just seems to be a bit of a shit. So it's certain things coming up now. These laws getting passed. This one, that's like Cold Snoop law or something. I forget what it's called. Those been passed and
Cold Snoop? Was it?
no, I forget what it's called, but it's basically the thing that ISPs have to have records of the last 12 months worth of the websites you visited, and that they're like basically and the government and all that they're basically it's like your privacy kind of losing some of your privacy pretty much.
Yeah, that's becoming a thing now.
Yeah, like someone on my Twitter feed basically said it's becoming more like V for Vendetta.
Yeah.
It's like, yep, seems to be the case.
Yep.
And it sucks. But heck, I live here though, but I don't have anywhere else to go at the moment.
Go on the internet and give away your life to Google and all those other companies. So
Yeah. But anyway, let's talk about something a bit more positive now, rather than the
Cheery.
rather than the doldrums of 2016.
just diving into the more virtual side of things, which have been pretty great.
Yeah, like I said, 2016 has been a very good year for video games.
Yep.
It's nearly over though. We still have a few big releases still to come. Maybe not for you now, Dennis. I don't think there's anything.
No, I have nothing else. Well, I'm getting Watch Dogs next week, but that's
Are
pretty
you
much it.
getting Dead Rising 4?
My nephew wants to play that, but I don't know, maybe not. Like, I really enjoyed 3, but I don't know if I want to play another zombie game, to be honest with you.
I'll get 4, but when it's cheaper. Like it'll be one of those games like I can wait for this here.
Is it the games for Windows like Gears and
Yeah,
Forza?
it's one of those Xbox Live Play Anywhere games. Yeah.
Oh, I might get it then. If it has
So
co-op, maybe.
yeah, and it probably will have co-op. Hopefully, the last one had
Hmm.
co-op. So, but then again, like yeah, Frank West is back. You're back in Williamette during the Christmas time. So of course it's
Mm,
released in December. Perfect time of year.
exactly. Other
Um,
things coming up in Last Guardian?
Last Guardian at long last.
At long last, yes.
Yeah,
It has gone gold, right?
yeah. It went gold like a few weeks ago. I think it did. So
Yep.
it is coming out now. It's not gonna be like, whoop, nope, another delay. Haha, squeeze. It's been delayed till 2017 now, suckers. And next week is Final Fantasy 15.
Oh,
Another
that's right.
game
That's coming
that's
out. Yeah.
been in long. The game that was formerly known as Final Fantasy Versus 13, and then they changed it to.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's
Then it
that
changed,
was the name of that thing.
yeah. Then it changed to Final Fantasy 15. That was announced like over 3.5 years ago now.
My
So it
God.
was.
Are you looking forward to that? Are you gonna play that or?
I have it pre-ordered.
Oh, really? Okay.
This is the thing, right? I was saying on Twitter there, like the last, like a few month or two ago, was like, I'm more excited for World of Final Fantasy than I am Final Fantasy 15.
Mhm.
I pre-ordered World of Final Fantasy. I got World of Final Fantasy, and I played about a total of 30 to 45 minutes of World of Final Fantasy.
Wow. Okay. It's not
I
that good.
have no idea why I'm not playing that game. I don't know why. It's just I don't have a good reason why I'm not playing that game.
You just don't feel like playing it, probably,
It's
or
that,
something like that.
and I think another Final Fantasy game got me on its hooks again, which I'll talk about later on. You pretty much know which one I'm talking about.
Yep.
But I just don't know why. I think it probably is. I'm just not in that mood to play like an RPG again. Like I probably might wait until the new year to play World of Final Fantasy when I'm off. I am excited for Final Fantasy 15. Like watch some of the videos that has been released over the last, like some of the gameplay files. Like yeah, I think the battle system looks cool. Like the world looks pretty awesome.
Hmm.
I just hope it's good though.
I
Um,
haven't played a Final Fantasy game since was it 13
yeah,
that I absolutely hated.
yeah. You got to like, I think you got to like chapter 10 or something.
Yeah, I was at chapter 10, couldn't beat the boss, and I don't know, found the characters annoying, and I didn't really want to play some more of that, so never. I actually have 10.2 in my Steam library. Not 10.2, I'm sorry, 13.2?
Yeah.
Is that it? Lightning Returns or something like that?
Oh, that's Lightning. That's the third one now. Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy 13.
Okay, yeah, somebody gifted that to me. I haven't
Okay.
even touched it. I have it in my library yet.
No,
I haven't played it.
that's the third. That's basically Final Fantasy 13 3.
Okay.
So it is. Yeah, I liked 13, but mainly because of the battle system and like the graphics not there. Like the
Hmm.
story was, I did not like the story. I thought it just took too damn long to get into. Like most of the characters were not that great. I'm in the camp that I actually prefer 13 2. I actually think it's a better story and I like the characters in it more.
Hmm.
So I do. I just like the way the time travel aspect of that game more as well. Like I think I enjoy 13 2 more than I did 13, but
Okay.
I'm not alone in that camp now. But probably in the minority anyway.
Are those three big games coming up, or are there more? There's I think more, right?
There's Steep, that snowboarding game.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's out next week.
I think
Um,
that's out next week. Holy crap. Okay.
yeah,
I think that's gonna be garbage, but
the
I don't
beta
know.
came out for it. Apparently,
Really?
I heard it was pretty good though. The beta.
Really?
Yeah, I heard like I think some people said it was actually quite good though, but yeah, I have no interest in it. I don't really play a whole
Yeah.
lot of snowboarding games. I think the last one I actually played was like Amp 3.
Yeah.
So it was that's like 10
That was
years
all
ago
right.
now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't can't really think of any other like big releases now. Oh yeah, well for me personally, things out next week. Think at long last, even though it should have been released the same bloody day. Picross 3D 2.
Okay.
Yeah, we didn't get that same time as the US, which I was annoyed about. But yeah, I'm definitely getting it because I really like the first one. And of
That's
course,
the drawing thing, right? Then on the
yeah, it's like we puzzle game with like
okay.
the number, like the big cube and like we numbers on the side and like the top and that there. You like mark them or destroy the blocks to make these different various shapes.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a real like I remember getting the first one when it came out. I think because I heard such good things about it though. I think because I was listening to Bombcast. I know like Jeff really liked it, and I think I got it then. It's like and I played a bunch of it. I didn't like do every single puzzle, but I did a lot of the puzzles, and I just really like that game. It's just one of those really relaxing puzzle games now. So it is like if you just want to relax and for like 10, 20 minutes or so, it's just one of those games you could easily sit down and play for like that amount of time and just do a couple of puzzles.
Yep.
It's just really good. Yeah, Super Mario Maker for the 3DS is coming out as well, which yeah, if you're interested in that there, but I just say like, what's the point of getting that version? Like to play some levels on the go, but that's practically it because you can't upload levels or share levels online. So
Isn't
once you
there a
make,
phone game coming for with Mario on it?
oh yeah, Super Mario Run
Yeah.
is coming out in iOS, so it is basically a runner game, hence the name.
Yep.
It's like $10, I think. I forget how much the price is. I think it is $10, and it's like $7.99. And people were like up in arms. Well, some people were up in arms with that price. Like, yeah, you up in arms on that price for how much did you pay for your phone now?
Exactly.
$500. Okay,
If
and
you,
then you're worried about you're pissed off that you have to pay another $10 for a certain. Okay, sure.
I think it's 700 for the bigger iPhone, the newest one, the biggest one. I think
Oh,
it's 700 or something.
the iPhone 7S or whatever. Oh, right, the big one. Okay.
With the one that has the most space on it. I don't know how much it
Uh,
is, but
I think it's 128 gigabytes or
yeah, I think so. Yeah,
256. I forget.
it's like $700. So yeah,
Yeah. I still have my phone from 2011, my iPhone 4. I have not changed my phone in 5.5 years. I really need an
I
upgrade.
have a new one. I have a new phone actually, because my contract was over with my company, which is the company I work for. My contract was expired. It's a 2-year contract, so I could choose a phone for free, and I got the LG G4, which is it's pretty nice. It's a nice phone. I like it. I could have gotten an iPhone, but I said no, I don't want. I don't want an iPhone. I'm not interested. I'm used to the Android anyway. I know how it works and where the apps are and everything. And I don't know how an iPhone works. My sister has one, and I've tried going on it, and I have no idea how that works. Like the apps, where they are, and all that stuff. And I don't know.
Yeah, like that's the thing. Yeah, if you're so accustomed to one um, system, then that's the one you're going to choose. And it's going to get another phone that has that same system, though, because you're just so used to it, though. Thing
Hmm.
is, like, when I do get a new phone, I'm kind of leaning towards going to Samsung, like going to an Android based phone because I just think the iPhone, like the whole like iOS and stuff like that, like iTunes fucking sucks big fucking time. It is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And the fact is, like, I have to resort, like, when I want to put something on, like, this is the fact of how bad it is now. Like, I have to resort to a third party program on my PC to put like, music and podcasts and stuff on it there. Like,
Yep.
that's how bad iTunes is because the fact is, when I used to use iTunes, so it add on to it, but other times it would just, like, go to big and then just, like, stay, like, connecting or it'll just stay like it won't even actually put the songs. It'll just have like kind of it wouldn't like crash though. It just wouldn't put the stuff on it though. It wouldn't
That's
sync.
weird though.
It wouldn't sync though. And like the only way it fixed it though is basically backing up the phone onto my computer, restoring it to factory settings, and then putting on all the stuff again, and then it'll work again for a while, and then it's like, and then I'll just go, and then that'll happen again, and it's like, fuck this. I just resort to the other program and see the rules out there, and there was, and it's like, yep, thank goodness. And I don't have any huge problems with the program I use. It adds the stuff onto it just fine. I don't have any big problems, and it's like, yep, I hate iTunes. It sucks.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Apple, so
Yeah.
can't really. I don't want to comment on that because I'll get probably blasted because I know a lot of people like Apple and have phones from them and all that, but I just can't stand Apple. It's just, I don't know, their ways and their methods and all that. I just can't stand them.
I'm not a big app. Like I have like an iPhone 4 and I have an iPad, but like it's not like they're the latest ones now. Like my iPhone 4 is 5.5 years old. I got it in 2011, and I have the third, what was known as then as the new iPad, which is just basically the iPad 3. I got it in 2012, so I have it for 4.5 years, pretty much at this point. So I'm not one of those ones who goes out and gets the new phone as soon as it is available, because I am not a rich guy.
Yeah, there's less and less of those though. I think it's dying down now. There's less and less of those things.
Yeah, but like I'll probably will get a new phone eventually. I will get one next year. And I probably might be getting the thing next year as well, the HTC 5.
Oh, really? You're getting that?
Yeah, because let's say hopefully I'll be getting some bit of money next year. And if I do, then I'll spending on it. You know, it is pretty fucking dear, but I'll have the money for it next year, hopefully.
What games are you interested in?
Well, I'll get Rec Room.
Yeah, for sure. That's the big one.
And I watched that VR rodeo, some of the latest one, and that Google Earth thing looks fucking awesome.
Yeah,
In
that
my
looks really
opinion,
good.
that looked like, that is like, wow, that pretty much made, like, watching Rec Room was like, yeah, I want to get a HTC very badly, and then seeing that Google Earth VR thing is like, yep, I'm definitely getting one of these as soon as I'm able to afford one. Like it's the better VR headset to get at the moment though, more than the Oculus one now, because it has the better, like, you know, controllers and stuff like that. Even though it's dear though, but it's like the one to get on. Like at Google Earth's already on Vive at the moment though, but I'm sure it probably will make its way to Oculus and maybe PSVR. I don't know.
But that's only two things. I mean, Rec Room, you can play maybe, what, an hour or so? And then Google Earth, maybe an hour or so, and then...
Yeah, but there'll be other. There's like a bunch of free things on there anyway. I'll just try them out anyway, though. Like
Yeah.
I'll sure I'll use it more often than like the Kinect or something now.
Yeah, of course.
Like
Well,
I got the Kinect. I remember buying it, not when it came out now, but buying it like for like 90 quid or something with a game, and it was a waste of money.
yeah,
So yeah.
pretty much.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested in getting the VR headset though, because I just actually like to see what it actually feels like to wear one and see what it actually feels like. Because yeah, like watching like the stuff on Jam Bomb and like though, it's like, oh, it looks pretty cool, but you don't know what it's like until you put it on yourself. So like, I don't know if I'm going to like suffer like motion sickness or anything like that now, or if it's
You
not
should
going
go
to be.
try it out first, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps so. Because I don't want to like end up. But that's the thing. There's nowhere around here that actually does it. So
Okay.
that's the thing. I have to, like, you know, if I want to try it, I have to like go and buy one. And it's like, yep, is this going to be all right? But I don't, like, you know, I know some people suffer like motion sickness when they're like playing first person shooters and like now. But I never get that though. Like the only time I felt like motion sickness or like felt like really kind of sick was playing Marathon Durandal, the Xbox Live version on like this was years ago now. The trial version of it. I remember playing it and then just for some reason I just got really sick
Hmm.
playing it. Like I didn't throw up or anything, but I was just really sick in my stomach.
Yeah.
Like, do you ever suffer like from motion sickness or anything like that?
Not really. I remember once back in the day, that's a very long time ago. We used to when the internet cafes were pretty popular back in the day,
Oh
before
yeah,
everybody
those
had internet.
things.
Before everybody had internet in their house. I used to go downtown with a friend, and there was an internet cafe over there, and we used to go on MIRC and chat with people. But before we did that, there was like a virtual machine thing. Like you stepped into something and you put a headset on, not like they have now, but it's like a freaking helmet that you used to put on or something. And you used to see like it was just a room, and there were people, like there were shapes around you and stuff like that. And I didn't try it because I didn't want to do that. But my friend, he tried it. He put it on, and maybe it lasted 5 or 10 minutes. He takes the thing off, and you had to come down like 2 steps to, you go 2 steps up to go in,
All
and 2 steps
right.
down. And he came off that thing, and he fell down the steps
Oh.
on his face, like completely disoriented. And I
Oh
was like, oh
jeez.
crap, okay, that was he didn't hurt himself, but he was like, oh man, I'm dizzy and all that. So he
Yeah.
sat down for maybe 5 or 10 minutes. He was okay after, but he was like, man, it was like the room was he was seeing shapes and completely disoriented, and old headsets like that, what they used to do back in the day wasn't really the best thing. It wasn't great for motion sickness or anything. So
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, I remember watching certain like game shows and certain like video game shows or certain like video game things. And I remember just seeing some of those like early days of VR during
yeah,
the 90s and like those like weird fucking those weird headsets I had on as well.
yeah, it wasn't like goggles. It was just like a whole freaking helmet thing.
Yeah,
Like only your mouth wasn't covered and stuff like that. It
yeah.
was
Pretty much a
really,
big
really
like
weird.
visor thing. So it was just covered like half of your head pretty much.
Hmm.
And like all you could see was like your mouth. Yeah, I remember those ones. Yeah, I remember seeing them on TV and that there.
Like it was people were in line to go into that thing, and they were like, okay, everybody turned around and walked away from it. When they saw my friend just fucking land on his face,
Yeah,
smack down on his face, it was like, okay, we're not going in that. Screw that.
yeah, screw that. Not fucking. I'm not like that fella falling flat in his face
And I was
after.
happy. I was happy I didn't go because I was supposed to go before him. I was like, oh no, I'm not going. I don't want to go. So
Okay.
you go ahead. I'm happy I didn't because
Are you interested in getting the VR headset or trying it out or what?
trying it out, yes, I'm interested in seeing what it's like, and people say it's really good and all that, but there's just not enough variety. There's some stuff like Rec Room and that Google Earth thing, and maybe one or two other things that look interesting, like the Star Wars thing where you can fly an X-wing and all that. That looks interesting to me,
Hmm.
but it's not enough for me to cough up $700 and get a VR headset
Yeah.
to play that, because I don't think there's anything video game wise. There's not enough stuff for me to be interested in investing $700.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind investing $700 or more on my computer because I know I'm going to be using it for a ton of games and play a ton of things on it.
Yeah. Exactly.
But yeah, I'm not interested in paying $700 for a headset that I'll probably play 2 or 3 games on it and be like, okay, I'm done.
And now and just gather dust then. Yeah.
Yeah, put it in a closet somewhere and it gathers dust or something. So yeah, I'm not interested. Not
Yeah.
at all interested for the moment. I'll see how it goes, but not for now.
Yeah,
Not
like I
interested.
said, I am interested though. Like, but I said was I hope there's stuff that makes it like really get like I've just basically just I must get this like next year now.
Hmm.
that makes it like worth purchasing next year though. But at the moment,
Like
yeah, there's like
I
there's
see
few.
people getting that thing, and I'm like, why? I mean, there's nothing really out there for you guys to play. If you have the money, go ahead. I mean, if I had like a bunch of money, I'd probably say, okay, whatever, I'll get it and I'll try it out. And even if there's 2 or 3 games, I don't care. I have the money for it, but no,
Yeah,
I don't want to spend that type of money on that.
yeah, that was the reason why I just got the like my PC last year now because I did have the money though. It wasn't like,
Hmm.
oh my god, if I buy this now, I'm going to be like really struggling now for the next like block of months now. So it's because I did save up for it,
Yeah.
so I did. But yeah,
When
I'm
I got
just
my 1070, I was like, oh my God, this is expensive. This is really expensive. But I was like, well, I'm going to use it, so who cares?
yeah, like if you're going to use it a lot though, then it's like okay, the purchase has been justified. But like
Exactly.
if you're just going to get something that you're going to spend like to be honest, like this is the thing. I regret like the Xbox One. I spent 500 odd quid in that there, and I just feel I regret that purchase now because I never fucking play my Xbox One. I don't know when the last time I turned that console on.
Yeah, I know.
It's
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 crazy.
it's been a long
It's
time
crazy.
now, so it has though. And because the fact is, like the whole like, Xbox Play Anywhere is, I just if these things stayed on the Xbox One and didn't come to Windows 10. Like I just would have got them on Xbox One, but the problem is I can get them on the PC and like there'll be better versions of them. And it's like, yeah, my Xbox One here is just gathering dust. Like I think the last game I got on my Xbox One was Halo 5, and that's over a year ago now. That's how
Yeah. I still play NHL
bad.
and Rock Band on that, but that's pretty much it. I played Gears on here. I played Forza on here. I mean, I'm going to play Dead Rising probably on here, so I'm not using my Xbox One, but my nephew plays a couple of games on it, thankfully, so it doesn't accumulate that much dust as yours does.
Yeah.
But no, PS4, I haven't turned that on in I don't know how long.
Yeah, I don't really play the PS4 a whole lot often, and like I played Destiny there, but like that wasn't a whole like compared to
Yeah,
last
that's the
year.
last time I turned it on, yeah.
It was like I barely played a whole lot of Destiny. Like I know Derek got into it still though, but it was again. It's just to me, it was just like the first year of Destiny was. It just took to. It was just once you'd done the content, there was just basically okay, right, start grinding now, to get to the minimum level to do the raid, and it
Hmm.
wasn't that great. But then there was a patch that came out there a few weeks ago that made that bit better though. But again, there just wasn't much enough. It wasn't enough content in that expansion compared to what there was last year.
No,
And it's like, yeah, I just don't feel like doing these missions again and again and
over and
again
over and over,
to
yeah.
get like items that might raise my light level up like 1 or 2 levels.
Yeah.
And plus, like the fact is, yeah, if I want to do that raid, I need 5 other people. And Derek is practically the only one I know of that played that game a lot.
Hmm.
So
I
yeah,
could join you, but I'd have to level up a little bit more,
yeah,
so yeah.
so yeah,
We're
that's
still down 3 people.
yeah,
Mike doesn't play it anymore, and I don't know. It's
yeah.
weird.
That was like great though. Like last year when we played the first raid, the Vault of Glass, though, when we had a bunch of people, that was great.
Yeah.
But like I said, I couldn't do it again because like not everyone was at the minimum at the light level for the like Taken King raid, the King's Fall raid, and like the
And pretty
time.
much nobody plays that anymore, so yeah.
Yeah,
Would take us we could do it at randoms, but I don't
yeah,
know.
but that's the thing. There's no matchmaking.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
You have to go online and search looking for group. That's pretty much the only thing you can do. Like that's the big thing I wish there was in that game for raids.
Hmm.
Like I know it's better off if you have people and not there because you need to coordinate certain things though. But it would be nice to have that option.
If you just don't care, yeah.
Yeah, but you need like there is certain things in those raids like you definitely need to have. But you can just always coordinate with people. Like have the voice chat on and just make sure like okay like I'm sure like if you matchmake with someone and they pretty much know it though, like they can just go through it with the rest of the group.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, you do this, okay, you do this, okay, this part's you do have to do this here now. You jump on this platform, hit the switch or whatnot now, or things like that now. Just make things easier though, but that's the reason why I never I can do those raids though, because there's no matchmaking.
Unlike another type of game, another game that we play that has matchmaking and would require us to talk to people to coordinate, that we don't do because we don't want to.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to talk with random people because they might be good, some of them might be all right, but the other ones could be real dicks.
Yep.
But anyway, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
No, I said which is I guess could bring us to what we're playing right now.
Yeah, finally we're getting to what we've been playing now after 40 minutes. So yeah. Yep. Long time.
Well, at least we didn't talk about wrestling for 40 minutes. So
yes. It wasn't like an hour-long conversation of wrestling now. We might talk about wrestling later on for a bit though, because we want to talk about how much we both love Chris Jericho at the moment.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, we've been playing a few. We're not going to go through everything now we've played since the last podcast, since that's been months ago now. But we'll just play, I've played a few games since then. I think we should probably talk about a game that we've both been playing recently. Not the one that we played a lot of since May, but another game that we both purchased recently and both played. You've played all the episodes. I've played the first 2 episodes.
Mm-hmm.
And that is Mr. Bald, he himself, Agent 47, the new Hitman game.
Yep.
That game is something else, isn't it?
It is a pretty great game. I've never played a Hitman game in my life. And this is the first Hitman that I actually play. And I freaking love it. I think it's fantastic. It's a really, really good game. You can do pretty much anything in this game, and you can kill your targets any way you want to, and different ways that the game proposes to you, where you can just go in and drop chandeliers on them, or do other stuff, throw them off a cliff, or or do the things that they propose to you, or I think it's really, really open-ended, and the way that you kill your target and the way that it's presented to you. I think I have no idea what's going on in the story, but the game is really, really fun to play. I really enjoy it. And you haven't met our good buddy, what's his name? In did you do the Paris map?
Yeah, I did the Paris. I've done the tutorial stuff. I did Paris and I did Sapienza.
Okay. Helmut Kruger. That's what the name I was looking for. Helmut Kruger.
Yeah, that's the opportunity.
Our good buddy.
That's the one I went with. I did the Helmut Kruger opportunity.
Okay.
So I did.
I didn't do it. Well, I did it, but I didn't kill the target as Helmut Kruger. I did something else.
Okay. No, I killed the woman as Helmut Kruger, and then I poisoned the drink of the other guy and drowned his ass in the toilet. That's the ways I killed those targets. So yeah, that is like you said, that is just a wonder of that game. It's the various different ways. You could just go and just wait for the closest clear, just shoot him with a silenced pistol in the head or something. It's that works, but that's just not as fun. It's just the way it's following out these.
It's quick and dirty, but you won't get any, anything done like objectives and all that.
Yeah, some of the challenges are tie into those opportunities though, and the creative ways you can kill someone, and it's just the only one I played beforehand was the second one, Silent Assassin. I could not get past the first mission because the way it worked was just so like going if you can go back playing this here and going back to that, it's just you cannot go back to that game now. It's just so ancient now. It's just like the controls are very, just the way that you have to control different things, and it just doesn't have like the UI, the HUD stuff though, like like the dots and stuff like over people's heads, the zoom, like if they have eye contact with you, they they can become suspicious and things like that now, and it hasn't got like markers now. Like you just basically say, right, this is your target. He's in this. He's like, you can see him on the map now, but like, yep, go. You have to kill, things now and get costumes and that there. But like it's going back to the dough after playing like this here now would be pretty hard.
I think even Absolution is not even Absolution, which was I think the last one before this one.
Yes.
Right.
Absolution, yeah. Which like a lot of people I know really liked Blood Money, which was the fourth one, and were quite disappointed with Absolution because it went away from that there. But from the most part, this one seems to be quite popular. A lot of people really like it. It got like it just got reviewed there now in GameSpot. It got an 8. Like the guy reviewed, I think he just waited till all the episodes right and then played through them all, and then he got it and got an 8. And it's like, yep, this game's great, and it is. And it's a very good game.
I think 8 is a little low, in my opinion.
You would have given it a 9, would you?
Yep, I would have given it a 9. It's in
Okay.
my top 3 of the year so far. So yeah, it's just a game that came out of nowhere. Like I knew about Hitman, but I was like, well, after watching all the giant bomb videos, I was
That
like, yep.
is the main reason, yeah. That is the reason why I was interested in getting it, though, because watching those videos,
Yeah, those guys have gotten me to play a ton of games that I would never play
yeah.
in the first place.
Like people go to like certain YouTubers and watch them play games and end up buying the games. That's pretty much for me, but with Giant Bomb.
Exactly. Yep.
Like I said,
Exactly.
like I would have no interest in playing Hitman whatsoever until I watched like the
same here.
videos of them.
Yep.
And it's like, yeah, this looks really good. They just make it look so fun, like the various ways you can do things in that game.
And it's so well presented, it's so well done, and everything is just, perfect. Like, it's really, it's a fantastic game, to be honest.
Like, I know the whole opportunities thing is a bit of like, oh, this is basically like easy mode in a way because you can mark them and that there. But the fact is, you can turn
them
all
off.
that off. Yeah, like if you want to be really, if you just want to play like old school now, you can just turn all that stuff off. It's like, okay, turn off the instinct, turn off the opportunities and markers and stuff like that. There, I'm going to play this proper old school Hitman.
Yep.
You can do it that way, and I'm sure like I would never play it that way myself.
No,
But
me neither.
the options are for those guys who are really good at Hitman and want to play it that way. They can, and that's great.
Yeah.
And
I
like,
would never do that myself, but yeah.
and I love the fact as well. Like when this was announced, I think it was announced like around this time last year that this was going to be episodic. People were like, okay, I'm not so sure about this now. Is this going to work? Like people weren't sure if this was going to work now. They probably would have rather had like a full-fledged Hitman game to come out like at once, but people seem to be really positive on it though, and the fact is that I have done a great job to like it's not just like, oh, just the episodes and that's it. It's just like, oh, it's just the one mission and that's it. Now move on to like the fact is that added, I forgot what they call now.
The targets, the
Exclusive targets, is it?
is it exclusive targets or something like that?
Oh
Yeah.
fuck! I forget the name of it. To be honest, I don't know why.
And there's other like missions that you can do also in the maps.
Various missions. You can actually create your own contracts as well, and you could search online for other people that have done their contracts and play them. No, like the game, you can play this for hours and hours and hours though, and just never get bored. It's like that's just the greatness about this game though. Like I think it's like I've really played the tutorial in the first 2 episodes, and I did one of the elusive targets. That's it.
Elusive, yeah, that's it. Okay.
I was exclusive. I was 1 letter off pretty much.
Yep.
I did the chef one, which was in Paris. So I
I
did
haven't
that.
done one yet. I should do one of those.
Yeah.
You don't
Like,
get any hints or anything, so
no. You basically have just an idea, like, okay, but you kind of told where he is, though. Like, when I was walking around, no, like Diane, who's like your thing, she says he's on the first floor now. I was like, okay, right. So I'll walk around and see he's back in the kitchen now or something like that. There, like she gives you an indication, like sort of indicating where he is, though. But like you can't go on instinct mode, like, and he's going to be marked in red now, like in the main missions now.
yeah, he's
Um,
not Mark, I think, right?
no,
He's just
he's not marked. You just basically
yeah.
have to find, like, you see the picture of him and it's like, okay, I'm looking for a guy. I'm looking for a guy in a chef's hat now, and he's got like a mustache, like beard combination, like goatee thingy now. So just look out for him now, walking around, and see, okay, and I try to get him into a situation where there's not anyone around, so I can kill him. And the way I did it
Hmm.
was, since I did it actually first, but then I just quit it then, and then I went back and I did the Paris mission, and it
Yeah, you
basically,
unlock stuff
yeah, I
depending on
got
your
the
mastery.
mastery level up to, I think it was 7 or 8, and then I was able to start as like a chef in the kitchen, and he was already there, and so I just went outside. There was a guard there, killed him, well, not killed him, choked him out and put him in the like wardrobe. Then I just planted a explosive right at the door. He came out the door, and boom, that's it. And I just walked away. I was like, yep, that's it. I was like, I done that in like 3 minutes.
That was great. Yeah, that game's pretty great.
Yeah, I just love
Pretty great.
the different ways you can kill people in that game, though, and like the different targets not there. Like the way I killed the guy by with the chef thing in there as well, and give like poisoned his like the food, and he went
Okay.
over to like the cliffside, and I choked. I think it actually just slit his throat or something, I think.
Oh, really?
Um,
Okay.
and then I just put him in a dumpster there nearby. Because the fact is, if you actually pushed him, I actually did that first, but then I loaded the save. But like, if I pushed him off first, but then it says body found, I was like, okay. So if I'm gonna lose those points then. But then there was like a few times I got caught, the second one I dressed up. I got the detective. You dress up as a detective and
Okay.
meet her at like the pier, and you went into the tunnel in, and then I just basically shot her in the head when there was no one
Okay.
about, and then just dumped her then. And then the virus one I did, and the thing is, I killed the guy. I was in that room where you have to destroy the virus. I actually choked the guy out and threw him in the thing. I didn't realize there was actually something in it. It's like fucking acid or vat or something, like sort of liquid. I was like,
Hmm.
non-target kill. I was like, oops, didn't realize there was something in that there. So that's those points are, I'm going to lose points for it now. And
Yeah.
I then destroyed the virus, and then I just got out and plane there. But
Yeah,
yeah,
the virus part was the toughest for me. Took me forever to do that part.
yeah, because the fact is as well, like when I was in the bat, like there was a few of the guys who was like suspicious now because they had the white dots over them.
Hmm.
It's like try not to get in their way now before become suspicious. And yeah, I was like, how am I supposed to do this here now without activating something? And it's like, okay, I have to activate this computer thing, and then it's just searching. And then it was like two guys around the virus. I had to up and get one of them away, and then I just choked the other guy out, and then threw him in that there, and then destroyed it. Then without
Hmm.
while the other guy was distracted. And that's how I did that now. And then I just
Okay.
went on my way and completed that mission. Like I didn't get as much points though because I got spotted by security cameras, and I did not know where the room was to destroy the evidence in that area. Like I found it in the first one now, in the first in Paris now, but in Sapiens I didn't know where it was.
Sapiens is in the tower. I don't know if you went into the tower where all the televisions are, and there's like a old doctor outfit there, like you can put on, and there's all sorts of knives in there and all that.
Ah, is that how you got the lab coat, was it?
Yep.
I didn't do that. No, I just went. I followed this woman. She was a lab coat on, and then I found like I got the the car from the one of the targets,
Hmm.
and I just went that way into that there into the like the right of that pier into that door. Then there was like a guy there talking to these two security guards. I was like, okay, and then I seen like there was a power thing off, okay, and there was like a dumpster nearby, so I just basically turned the power off, went into the dumpster, wait for that guy to come, came out, choked him out, and then I just put him in the
Hmm.
dumpster, and then I walked the guy, because those two, because I was in a detective suit still, I think, and those guys had the dots over them, so I'm basically once I changed into the lab guy, then those guys weren't suspicious anymore, the security guards, so was able to get through it that way. So that's how I got into that area.
Okay. It took me a while to get in there, but with the lab coat, you need to change into the like the soldier thing, and after that you can go. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It was a little complicated to do the virus part, but besides that, I didn't have any problems with the targets, none at all. I mean, it was pretty easy to do
Yeah, they
for that
weren't
part.
like that difficult now. And like the next one's the Gilded Cage, the one in Marrakesh now, where you kill the general guy and that other fella.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try and do the one now where they wanted to do in the quick look, but they were too late to do the one where you drop I think it's like the deer head or something on him.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna try and do that one for that guy. If not, if that fails, then I might just go with the one they actually do in the quick look, or just something else. So, um,
Okay.
but yeah, that game is very good
Yeah, it
at the
is.
moment. It's
It's really
really
great.
really good. Like you finished all the 6 episodes now.
Yeah, I've done all of them plus the bonus one on was it Sapienza, I think.
Yeah, the Icon one.
Yep. I did all of them.
Okay.
Finished all of them. I did a couple of side things also. So yeah, that's pretty. I mean, I really enjoyed the game. There's a lot of variety in it and a lot of stuff to do.
It's basically kind of a surprise hit though. Like Dan and Brad really liked it, and I think they were pretty much like shocked at how much they enjoyed it as well. Because I'm sure they weren't thinking it was going to be like thought they weren't going to get into it as much as they did, but they have.
Exactly. Yeah.
So I will be pleasantly surprised if that game is not in their top 10. The rest of the in the Jam Bomb top 10.
I'm pretty sure it will be.
Yeah, because I'm sure they will champion that game
Yeah.
a lot. Um. So yeah, what else have you been playing?
What else have maybe something that we've been playing both of us or that we tried to play both of us?
Well, we've played through the campaign of Gears of War 4.
Yeah, that's right. We did play through the Gears of War 4.
Yeah.
uh, for the most part, it was pretty good,
Yes.
except for a certain certain part
Yes.
in that game.
We were enjoying that game. We were enjoying the game a good bit though, and then we got to the end of Act 4, and we then hit a big fucking roadblock. And the fact is, if we actually knew we shouldn't have done it the way we did though, and then we would have realized, oh, this is not the way we did it. Because I actually think the problem we had was we weren't shooting the blisters the first time round. We were activating those things before we were actually shooting the blisters, and because of the checkpoints in that system, it would just start those. It would have a checkpoint after we did one of them though, and
Hmm.
therefore once those checkpoints reloaded, we've lost all of the transformer stuff, but we still have to hit all the blisters, and also all the waves of enemies came at once.
Yeah.
Hence why we had such a huge problem with that part.
Yeah.
And it was like really fucking annoying.
When we went back in after a little while, we did it like a second try.
Yeah, we did it like in a few goes, but this is the thing. We had such a hard time. We spent like a couple of hours doing it,
Yeah.
and also the fact as well that the game, not once but twice, decided to let's just put you back at the start of this chapter again.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like I don't know
Like
why that happened.
I have no idea.
Like I was in the Jack, and Dennis was the host. So he was. I
Yeah.
joined him, and then like twice it happened where he just had the thing, and it's some reason just kicked us back to the start of the chapter.
Exactly. Yeah. I don't know what happened.
And
That's really
then
weird.
yeah, and then I decided to like I'm gonna try and do this solo. I did it in the first go, and then we went back finally and did the flipping did it like I was trying to try to make it be my game again though, but for some reason we're just having connection issues. Like wouldn't let me connect to you. I wouldn't let you connect to me for some reason.
Yep.
But I was able to join you, no problem. And then we just decided to go through it again with that. We went through that the chapter again for like the millionth time, and then we did it, and then we did the chapter Act 5, and it wasn't
The rest of it.
wasn't such a big battle though since then, because I think we just did the work. We just that roadblock was pretty bad.
Yeah. It's a big roadblock, but it was a pretty decent game. It was all right. It's gonna be
Yeah,
a trilogy, but yeah, it was okay.
yeah. Like it was like we enjoyed it though. Like I don't know if I'll make my top 10 now.
No,
Like I
I don't
probably
think it
would
will.
have made it if it wasn't for that block, because like that just really spoiled my enjoyment of the game, just because it was just having such a huge problem with that boss at the end of Act 4.
Hmm.
And it's pretty much the reason why Metal Gear Rising Revengeance wasn't in my top 10 in 2013, because the last boss in that game gave me such a huge effing problem for Lord knows what reason. I spent about 3 hours trying to beat that boss and finally
Hmm.
fucking did it. And I was like, yep, I really enjoyed this game, but the boss really spoiled my overall enjoyment of it.
Hmm.
And that's why it wasn't in my top 10. But yeah, Gears of War 4 is it's a very nice looking game on PC.
Oh yeah, it looks fantastic.
What do you expect since it's like 70 odd gigabytes?
Yeah, and it's a Windows. I mean, it runs on Windows, so I mean, they can afford to make the game look pretty well, pretty swell, pretty good.
Yeah, like it's on Windows 10 now, and yeah, I bought it for like 40 odd quid. It's like down to like, well, it's like, well, the Xbox One version is like, you can get it for like 20 odd quid now in shops and online and out there. It's like, and
Yeah,
also another game that I'll talk about as well. We also both played through
yeah,
in a bit. Also, that game didn't sell particularly well, and you can get it for pretty cheap nowadays for like 20 quid or so.
yeah. The games aren't selling as good as we thought they would. Like same thing for Watch Dogs and Gears and the game that I think you're thinking about. All those games didn't sell well, which is weird because
Yeah,
they're pretty good games.
yeah,
Even Call of Duty didn't sell that great, I heard. So,
yeah. I think it's sold half as well as the previous one did,
yeah,
but I think the reason why that being is like this is a new sort of franchise in the Call of Duty universe, whereas the last one was Black Ops 3, and it was like a successful franchise in that series. So it was like Black Ops games, like first Black Ops and the second Black Ops games were like very good in my opinion. They're
yeah.
very good.
Hmm.
Like Black
Second
Ops,
one did something Call of Duty never did, like the choice. You had the
yeah,
choice to.
the branching options, the branching choices. Yeah, that was very good. I wish they did that again.
Hmm.
And like the third one had co-op. Like I never played Black Ops 3. I'm considering getting it once. Like if I can get it for like 10 quid or something.
Hmm.
It's 20 quid at the moment, which is like, Still, I don't really want to pay that much for. I don't really want just to play the campaign. To be honest, I don't really care about the multiplayer, and I have no interest whatsoever in zombies.
Hmm.
So yeah, but yeah, it's still a bit too dear for my liking. Yeah, and like again, like you said, that didn't sell because you can get that for pretty cheap as well.
Yep, it's gone down in price also. So
Yeah,
I don't know what's going on this year, but yeah, there's too many games probably to
yeah.
play. So
It's such a shame too because the game I'm going to talk about now is very good and it's definitely one of my surprises of the year. Like I didn't expect to enjoy this game as much as I did, and that is of course Titanfall 2.
yep, that's a pretty good game. The story mode in that is pretty surprising, to be honest. It surprised me for sure, and I think it surprised you pretty
Yeah,
much.
like when I listened to the Bombcast and then I seen people talk about how good the campaign was on Twitter and out there. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna get this game now and see what it's like. Like I've heard such good things about it, about the multiplayer and about the campaign. I was like, you know, I'm gonna get this, and I played through the campaign on hard. Um, and apart from like a few areas in that game, I didn't have a huge problem with it. Like it wasn't like, oh my god, I'm stuck in this area now for like an hour plus. I finally got through it. It wasn't anything like that bad now, but there was still a few little roadblocks here and there, but nothing to the extent of games in the Call of Duty series where I spent a good hour trying to get through an area. Um, but yeah, that Titanfall 2 campaign is quite surprising. And the fact is, because you didn't expect some of the things that would occur in that game, in that campaign, like, did you expect a certain, like, element of that game to happen, like was it the cause and effect mission, where you have the little
Yeah, I didn't
device?
expect that. Yeah, I didn't expect that. That was kind of a surprise, I think, to everybody who played that game for sure. They didn't really expect that mission to happen like everybody talks about it
Yeah,
online. It's like, oh
yeah,
man.
like when you're expecting when you find out that it's going to have a single player campaign, you expect, oh, this is done by Respawn, and it got a bunch of these guys used to work at a video ward. It's just basically going to be like kind of like a Call of Duty campaign,
Hmm.
shoot and run, have your Titan, shoot and run. But nope, there's a lot of various different aspects of that campaign. Like you have your Titans, you have your like kind of running gun sections, but you also have these bunch of traversal parts as well. And then there's the stuff in that cause and effect mission, which is pretty awesome. The way you have to switch between like the different time periods. So
Yeah.
to get through to the different areas. Like one period, there's this big fire. Okay, I can't get through here now. Switch to the other one. Oh, right now you can get through it now, and certain things like that.
Yeah.
And also you have to sort of flick back and forth sometimes to get through. Like you have to jump this side. Oh, it's like fire on the side. Oh, I have to jump, switch time travel. Oh, and then
Yeah,
jump to
towards the end, they
yeah,
make you switch a whole lot.
yeah. Oh, like there's this platform here. It's in this period, but it's not in the other period. Okay, I have to jump in this platform, right? And then jump, and switch to the other one, then jump and land on the platform because it's in the other. It's there all right in the different time period though, rather than
Yeah.
the one you're currently in though, which is pretty cool. Like I really like that there mission though, and just it just reminded me of Singularity as well though, like the way it worked with this time mechanics. So and like I really liked Singularity when it came out though. I think it's an
Yep.
underrated game. And this seems to be pretty much a, well, not really sleeper hit though, but it's just one of those games. It's so bad, which is a damn shame. I think the fact of the matter is, it didn't help matter that it was put in between Battlefield 1 and Call of Duty, which are the more established franchises at this point.
Yeah, it didn't get promoted at all
Yeah, it was
by
like all.
EA.
It was pretty
So
much yeah. It was seemed to be all about Battlefield 1, and it just seemed like yeah, this is a game as well, Titanfall 2, and the fact of the matter is, it's so less than the first one, and it was on more console, it was on more platforms.
exactly.
It was
Yep.
only on Xbox One and PC and Xbox 360.
Hmm.
Um, actually, I almost forgot that version. It's on Xbox, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. You assume like since it'd be more of a bigger audience now for PS4 and not there, that it would be okay. There should be probably not as much more. Maybe it should be maybe equal to sales of the first one, or maybe a bit more or a bit less. But no, quite a lot less apparently. And just
Yep.
sold pretty badly, unfortunately.
It's too
Um,
bad.
remember that best of game award, like the best of awards for GameSpot, and there was like an award called Best Game No One Played. If that
Yep.
was still around, this would probably be in that list
Yeah.
because
Pretty much.
that's definitely the definition of a best game no one played because that seems to be the case.
Yep.
Heck, even guys on my timeline that have really no interest in big AAA games actually play it. Like there's this guy I follow called Matt Lees. Like I actually didn't expect him to like this game, but he really likes it as well.
He doesn't play AAA
Wait, no,
stuff.
he does play. He doesn't play a whole lot of. He tends to play more sort of indie stuff and games like that there. But he actually really likes Destiny though. Is what he liked Destiny though, but he seems to play more of those kind of games more than like the AAA stuff though. But even he liked this game. He said this is like the best first person shooter he's played in like the last decade. Like I don't think he played, and like he loved the campaign. He loves the multiplayer. So
Mm.
there's.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's like it's a damn shame though. Like
It is.
it's sold pretty bad though, but oh well. That's the ways of games nowadays though. Like there's games that come out that sell pretty badly, and then there's ones that just sell by the bucket load. Like
Yeah.
GTA will sell by the bucket load every time it comes out.
Yeah. Some games have not sold particularly well. Like this year has been it's been even Overwatch has had some problems lately. So it's kind of weird.
Was that the reason why there was a free weekend?
I'm thinking so. Yeah. They want to get it out there. So
Like I thought it sold pretty well for one. Like I thought there was like 9 million, 10 million players or something, which is like pretty good actually. But then maybe the sales dropped or something. I don't know. But like
yeah, I think it did.
usually when it has like something that has a free weekend, it's like okay, they might want to try to get the sales boosted up. Like I assume that was the case probably.
Surely. But there was a new character, Sombra came out and a new map, so they wanted
Yeah,
to
new map and new modes not there. Yeah, so they just wanted to promote it though and
get it
offer
out
it to
there.
offer it to everyone who hasn't tried the game out yet. So here's a free weekend for you on all the platforms. Try it out, and if you're interested, you can buy the game.
And I think it's
Which
what 40% off now currently or something like that.
might have been, I think I might have been only during the free weekend.
No, it's a Thanksgiving thing.
Oh
It's
right.
uh it's 40% off.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
40% off right now. So almost half price if you want to get it.
Yeah. Which I very much recommend you do if you're
Yep.
into that kind of game because that's game. It's still great. We still
Not a
play
whole
it.
lot of people playing on PC, but we have problems getting into games these days.
Yeah, but that's mainly because of the arcade mode, probably.
I tried quick play yesterday, and it took me like 2.5 minutes to get into a
Oh,
game.
really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
as
think
well.
a lot of people are playing anymore.
Yeah, that seems to be the case with Titanfall 2. Like, I think the PC audience for that game is, I think I heard like it was only like 5,000 players or something.
Hmm.
I was like, yeah, that audience that's just died badly though. It's just I
Yep.
think it was the case with the first one as well, where the audience the just kind players for that game just went away big time, and it seems to be the case though. So like, if I want to go and play it now on multiplayer though, like I think I'm probably going to get the main two modes to play matches though,
Yeah,
and for other ones it'll probably be flipping graveyard.
exactly. Yeah,
So it'll be.
which is too bad. I mean, they're good games.
Yeah, like I really like. I know I don't know about you, but like I really like the multiplayer. Like I'm not like I have like a few decent matches in it though. Like I just really like the way it plays.
I'm not a big fan, but I know you enjoyed it
Yeah,
a
like I haven't
bunch.
played it in like a week or so though, but I still like enjoyed of what I played of it though. Yeah, we're still playing Overwatch. So we are.
Still. Yep.
Yeah. Not as often as we used to though. We just play it like
Once in a
every
while,
once
maybe.
every couple of weeks or so.
Yeah.
Um,
I
and
try to
like
play it once a week, maybe now. So since not a whole lot of stuff is out, I try to play it once a week. I try to play it once a day now. Get back a little bit into it because I've lost a whole lot of. If you don't play that game for a while, you kind of lose your step.
yeah, like
So.
up until recently though, like the last few times, not like lot of it, like the last few times we played, we actually had like really good matches. Like
Hmm.
we had we were actually quite good, and we actually had good matches. We did like perform well, but before that there we just seemed to be in a bit of a rut where we just kept like there was one flipping session we had there a few weeks ago. We basically lost every single match we had,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Yep, that was crap." And even though like you might have performed well in it, though, it was just like the rest of the team didn't. And like sometimes
Hmm.
sometimes you're like, oh my god, I got 3 eliminations, and it was like silver. I was like, wow. So I was like the one who had the second most eliminations in this team. So that basically shows how really bad our team performed. Where I had the second most eliminations with like 3 or 4 or something like that.
Yeah, and sometimes it's with Lucio or something, and you're like, okay,
Yeah,
well,
like yeah, character's not like offensive there, and you have the like most eliminations or something like that. There, I was like, wow, how bad was this team we were in?
yeah.
Um,
Sometimes it flows well, like when we played yesterday.
Yes, like the match that we had yesterday, I think was one of the more memorable matches and probably one of my favorite matches we've ever had. It was in the Eichenwald map, the new
Yep.
map that was released there a few months ago. And one of the players on our team wanted us to be all Torbjorn. Um, we were on the offensive first. He wanted us to be Torbjorn. He was the only one. We didn't go with that now. I
Hmm.
played as Reinhardt. I did pretty great with him. Then we decided we were on the defensive, and then it was 4 Torbjorns, a Lucio, and a Symmetra.
Yeah, I was a Lucio. The guy playing as Symmetra was really good too.
Yes. And you think, oh, okay, is this going to work? It certainly did. I got 20-0. I didn't
Yep.
die. I got play of the game, and they couldn't get the payload. They couldn't capture the payload. Couldn't
I think
capture
they
the
didn't
point.
even get to the first pip of the payload, so
No,
yeah.
yeah, I think the feed, yeah, it was just like too much for them. So it was, and that was just great. It was just very
And
memorable though. Just like we were just creaming them guys. But we
when we
didn't.
were on the attack, we just put a turret on the payload, and we just went like that guy who was playing Torbjorn, just put a
Yeah,
turret there.
yeah, and I protected it with Reinhardt the shield and went through it pretty easily. Then
Yep. Kind of just went through, and that was it.
yeah, it
That was
was
a
easy
pretty
enough.
pretty good game.
Yeah, and then the like next few matches where I think we lost the next one and maybe won another one or lost the next few, or I forget exactly what it was after that though. But I just remember those 2 matches being that great and that Ankenwald map. It was great. Like that game is still a lot of fun to play though.
Yeah.
So it is like we're gonna have our bad sessions, we're gonna have our good sessions though. Like I don't get to the point like where I'm really fucking pissed off though. Like the only time I kind of get annoyed is when we are so doing so well, like
Right at
either
the end.
yeah, and right at the end, either like we're doing so well, we're just cruising along with the payload, and all of a sudden it's just fucking to the point at the end, like the fucking because it's a choke point where they're all there and have like bastions out or like turrets out or something. It's like fucking oh damn it, we've lost, and then it's like lost. I hate that there when we're so close. It's just like oh man, they seem to know how to play. They just learned how to play or something like that.
Yeah.
And the same way with when they have to capture the first point in like a map like Kings Row or something where we're doing so well defending it there, and then all of a sudden in the last 30 seconds they came rushing in, and it's like overtime. It's like oh no, we're all dead. Okay, they capture the point, and then basically then afterwards they just cruise along. Then we just sort of lose our momentum, and then we just crumble to pieces then.
But I think some people actually wait for that particular time. Like they're gonna attack a little bit, but not do a whole lot. But towards the end, they're all gonna rush in and get the like everybody gets their alternates, and they just
Ultimates,
boom
yeah.
ultimates. Yeah, sorry, and they all just bombard us with them. You know, they accumulate them, and everybody has them. Okay, let's go,
Yeah.
and they go in, and that's how they get the point. They kill us all, and
Yeah. Like those are the matches I just hate when that happens. So like I know like sometimes we just get creamed. It's like those are the matches. Like yeah, I'm annoyed we lose though, but I'm not like really annoyed as much as those kind of matches there where like we should have won. To be honest though, I don't know how we lost though. I just feel it's like sometimes it's just luck. Sometimes it's luck, but other times it's like of course they have skill. They know what they're doing. Like,
yeah,
there's teams out there that we faced that we just got creamed because they know what they're doing. But
yep,
we've been part of teams that they know what the other people know what they're doing as well, and we've done. There's been a few matches that we've had that we just basically roll the floor with the other team.
yeah. I mean, when you have time to go around and just say hello all the time, it's kind of it's kind of going really well at that point.
And also, I hate the people that tend to basically say like, though the guys in the chat room that basically go like, "Oh, you suck," and go easy and all that there.
Yeah, I got one more on last night. My final game last night. I said, "Yep, I wanted to play more," but I said that guy just freaking broke my will to play this game, so I'm just gonna stop. And I stopped playing. So he just kept, with racial slurs and you're gay and all stuff like that. That just drives me up the wall. And saying everybody sucks when he was like Torbjorn and he was like 1 in 10 or something like that. So I don't know. It's people like
Yeah,
that
yeah,
just
yeah.
grate on me.
That's sometimes it happens. Some it's not everyone now, like, but
No, no.
some of those players who tend to be like that way tend to be the bad players. Tend
Or
to be
just
like
really good and they just like rub it in your face or something like that.
yeah. Some of them that think they're really great though, but they're not, and then they're
Hmm.
like really annoyed at other players for not picking their having their doing their job pretty much.
People that are good don't have to say that they're good. You just have to look at them and look at their stats and you know they're good. So,
Yeah, like that Hannah Merrimat though, I faced the Reinhardt there, and he was a good Reinhardt. I said at the end of the match, I said good Reinhardt, and this is like your Reinhardt was crap. He's like, it was a good Reinhardt. He did well. He did a good job.
hmm
I basically do that
exactly.
there. But there is ones out there just like just it's basically the same way with all like online communities. So you're gonna have your bad players, not like bad skill, but just your players who just basically act like idiots
Yeah.
and just like whine and stuff like that there and complain and or basically also brag as you guys suck, you are crap, fucking stupid idiots,
hmm
stuff like that there.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like that type of community. Like, I just saw Kevin Van Ord just posted something like that on Twitter, saying the community has become quite bad in Overwatch lately. So I'm like, well, it can happen.
He's playing on the European servers, I think. So,
Yeah.
to be honest, for the most part, though, they seem to be fine with like. We
Yeah.
don't get a whole lot of players who act like who act like dicks. For the most part, it's like other players. Some like most of the time, you just tend to play a game. You don't really get any chat though. But there's other times you do chat with people in your team or in the match or not there.
hmm
And some of them be dead on though. Like they're not like act like
There's some
dicks.
guys some guys yesterday was like, "Good game, everyone. Good game. Good game." It's like, yeah, okay, that's cool. Not yelling at everybody, and just because your team loses, you're gonna, go after everybody.
Yeah, there's other times
Uh,
where like people lose. It's like, oh man, it's my fault we lost or something like that. So like, yeah, it wasn't really. Or like,
yeah.
because some people like blame themselves and stuff like that. There,
hmm
I was like, oh sorry guys, and stuff like that. There, I was like, oh well. It's
Yeah,
not their fault entirely though. Like sometimes we just have our really bad matches. Like I've had fucking various bad matches where I didn't get a single fucking elimination or one elimination overall.
exactly. So you just, sometimes you have your good matches, sometimes you don't.
Yeah.
It happens. But yeah, that's still a pretty great game.
Yeah, at least we're not suffering. At least we don't have voice chat on. At least we don't hear them from.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, because we talk via Skype anyway, though, so we wouldn't hear them anyway.
Hmm.
I don't want to hear people spouting all sorts of slurs.
Nonsense, yeah.
Yeah, nonsense. I had enough of that during the Xbox Live days.
Yeah, exactly.
Um,
The Halo days.
yeah, Halo, and just remember one time this guy on I was like Project Gotham Racing 3 though, just acting like an idiot as well.
Yeah,
Just online gaming, y'all.
yeah, exactly. Keep away from them.
That's what I say. That's why I don't tend. That's why I don't talk to random people online now. Just play with you and just talk to you and Derek and Eduardo and other people, pretty much.
Yeah, people that you know. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Um. What else have you been playing? I think that's pretty much all in terms of what we've been playing together.
Or played, yeah, played the same game, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, well, I finished Forza Horizon 3. I think you haven't finished it. You haven't played a whole lot of that, I think.
Yeah, I played about it for a few hours and just never. I don't know why. I did like the game, but just never got into it again.
Hmm. Yeah, I finished well, quote unquote, finished the storyline type thing in there. Like I got to the final destination in the Horizon competition. So I did all of that. There's tons of races that I still need to do, but it's a great game. I really enjoy it, but I didn't want to play any more of that, so
Yeah, you enjoyed it
I
though, but you
stopped.
just had you just sort of had your fill there by the end of it.
Yeah, exactly. So another game that looks absolutely fantastic on PC. Especially I have a new 1070 video card, so when I had it at 60, constant 60, um, it looked like really, really great. It's a great looking game. Another game that's really a looker.
Mhm.
Um, what else have I been playing? I've been playing Tyranny, which is another game by Obsidian Entertainment. Like it's an RPG, top-down RPG type game. A little bit like Divinity or
Pillars of Eternity.
Pillars of Eternity, which was absolutely fantastic. I love that game. And Tyranny's pretty good also. I'm not as much into it as I was for Pillars, and I heard it's a really short game for an RPG. I
I
think it's
know.
like 20 hours or something. So
Okay.
that's really short for an RPG. And it's really, really, there aren't a whole lot of side missions, and it's a uh, very linear type of RPG, a little bit like Alpha Protocol was, and stuff like that. Like you don't have a whole lot of side missions. You just
Sounds
go
like
from here to
sounds
here.
like Internal Sonata as well.
Yeah.
It was a it wasn't a very long JRPG either. It was like 30 hours or so, and there wasn't a whole
Hmm.
lot of side stuff in it.
Still, it's still a pretty good game. I really like what Obsidian do, so I'm enjoying it. Uh, Also, another game that I've been playing a ton of, that I streamed last night and probably will stream some tonight, is Planet Coaster, which I've been playing a ton of,
I
and
heard good things about this game.
I really love this game. It's really, really good. If you played Theme Park or Roller Coaster Tycoon or some stuff like that, go get this game because it's really, really good. There's some stuff that I don't like about the game. Like there's a lot of like tiny things missing. Like there's no tutorial, so you have to fiddle around a little bit with it and discover how everything works and everything, how you can do this and that and stuff like that. But once you get the hang of it, it's really, really fun. It's really, really good.
Yeah,
I
like I
really
said,
enjoy it.
yeah, I said this to you, like, I think it was like yesterday or something though. Like I said, I never played any of these kind of games besides Theme Park. I was like the only one I've ever played.
Hmm.
And like back, I think it was on the Mega Drive now or Genesis.
It's
Um,
very similar to Theme Park. It's very similar to that game.
yeah, it's like basically you create your own like theme park slash amusement park, and set. I assume you like set the prices of various things and all that. There is it.
You can set the prices of everything. Yeah.
Yeah, set the prices for rides and merchandise.
Soft drinks
Yeah,
and,
vendors and
hamburgers.
stuff like that. Yeah, like people really love those kind of games. They're just not for me personally though. Like I just never all those kind of games, those like
Hmm.
retail strategy games, Command and Conquer, like all that kind of stuff is just because like most of that stuff has been on the PC. It was on the PC anyway,
Hmm.
and like I wasn't really a PC guy growing up, though I was more of a console guy. Hence, I
Yeah.
missed a lot of it. Like some of those stuff came under the consoles anyway, but I still again, this those kind of things just weren't really interested me. Like I was more into my platformers, action adventure games and things like that now more than the strategy and management games like Theme Park or Command and Conquer and stuff like that now.
Hmm. But yeah, I mean, it's a lot of micromanagement for sure. You have to do a lot of stuff. Uh, that's why I play in sandbox mode. Like, I don't want to bother with research and stuff like that. I just want to build and have unlimited funds to build whatever I want to build. And what's great about this game is that it has a Steam Workshop.
Oh,
So
cool.
you can go on there and people have created theme parks, they've created rides. It's really, really great. Like what the people have done is
Is there a Game of Thrones one?
quite fantastic. There's probably there's Star Wars stuff in there that I've seen. Star Trek stuff. Um, there's a ton of Western stuff. There's Westworld stuff, and but yeah, it's really good for people who love those types of games. And I highly recommend you go watch the quick look of this game on Giant Bomb because it's Vinny who plays the game, and everybody knows when plays those types of games, it's it gets out of line pretty quick. So yeah, it's a hilarious quick look. But yeah, I really enjoy that game. Love it to bits. Probably make my top 10 this year. So
Late entry then.
yeah, late entry.
Uh,
Who knows? Maybe Watch Dogs 2 will be a late entry. We'll see.
uh, Before we move on, have you watched any Westworld?
I wanted to watch some during my vacation, but I just didn't have time. I've heard great things about that show.
Yeah,
Apparently, it's a little bit like Fallout and like stuff like that.
like the actual premise of it though just sounds very intriguing though, but I actually haven't, watched it myself now. Like if I
Yeah, it's
actually
on
do want to,
HBO.
yeah, if I do want to watch it though, I have to subscribe to my like Now TV or something again, or I can watch it through, let's just say, other means.
Yeah,
If
exactly.
I want to go through that right now,
Hmm.
which I don't know, or I might could just easily just wait for it to come out in DVD, Blu-ray, or whatever. Now I don't know.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's coming back for another season, so should
yeah,
be
it has been
interesting.
renewed though, so that's good. Um, which is great. Yep, HBO sort of has a lot of great shows. That and Game
Yep.
of Thrones, and like surprisingly, Game of Thrones, the DVD of it came out like earlier this month. Is like that's surprising considering the fact it doesn't come out on DVD and Blu-ray until like the month before the new season. But
Exactly. Yeah.
I think because the new season I think is going to be later next year.
Yeah, it's later and it's less episodes, I think, right?
Yeah, I think it
I
is
think it's
later.
8 or
Is
something.
it? Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I don't know exactly how many though, but I know it's going to be later in the year. I think because they want to, because it's going to be like winter time now. They have to film it around this time of year though, when it's winter time, more than trying to make it more. Try to film in the summertime and try to make it
Yeah.
like winter.
Yeah, exactly.
So it is.
So that's about to end soon,
Yeah.
but apparently they're going to do a prequel, like what happened before the main story of Game of Thrones.
So are they going to do the whole battle? Was it the War of the Five Kings, is it? Or whatever the fuck
No,
it's
no, not World
called.
of War. The Five
No,
Kings
since
is
what
what
was it?
happens in Game of Thrones.
No, not the one there. Was it the one before, like the whole
Yeah, the
the
battle
yeah, the battle,
with Rhaegar Targaryen and yeah, all those
all that stuff.
Ned with Ned and everybody else. That should be interesting.
Yeah, like
See what they're gonna do.
the flipping killing of what's his name, the Mad King and stuff like that. Yeah,
Yeah,
like if it's gonna be that kind of stuff, I wonder.
I think so. Yeah, should be interesting. So when that ends, the other series will probably start.
Hmm.
Because they can't do too much because he hasn't even written his sixth book yet. So
Nope. Yep. He takes his time, George R. R. Martin.
yep, it's a little too long for me, for my tastes. But you know, I hope it's a good. I hope it's a good book because it's gonna have to be after the show. Because last season was pretty great.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the better seasons. So it was like I really enjoyed the season though.
Yep,
Game of Thrones, like those last two episodes especially, were very good.
yep, some of the best.
And it's like pretty much the only TV show I watch though, like in terms of news shows. I just keep up to date with. Like I don't watch Walking Dead, I don't watch Westworld, I don't watch the various other shows I've been on. It's like
You
the
don't watch
only.
anything on Netflix, right? Luke Cage or stuff
No,
like that.
I should though. I should watch Daredevil and Jessica Jones and stuff like that now. But yeah, in terms of that stuff, nope. It's Game of Thrones. It's the only show that I watch. Like that's on currently.
I watch a ton of stuff on on Netflix. So
Yeah, like was it Fuller House? I think is coming on
yeah,
season two's next month. I think.
beginning of December. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's next week or something.
yeah, and then there's a bunch of other stuff that's coming. Like I think a
This
Captain America.
tomorrow's Gilmore Girls, which I have
Right.
no idea what it is, but it's coming out tomorrow.
I think it's a bunch. It's a bunch of stories. Like I think it's like a bunch of episodes.
Hmm.
Yeah, never watched that show, but I heard it. I know people liked it.
Yeah, I heard it was good.
Don't know what else there is, but yeah. What else is that? Is that all you've been playing that you can think of?
That I can think. Well, I've been playing Rocket League here and there. It's quickly becoming one of my favorite games of all time. Um, what else have I been playing? I'm just looking
Well,
here.
you played a game that you finished the game that I haven't played in a few days, but I'm currently playing through, which is Mafia 3,
Oh yeah, that's right. Yep, I finished that.
which what did you think of the game overall now?
It's a good game. Like the story is really, really good. The gameplay is all right, but the repetition gets really, really, really old toward the end.
Yeah, like that's the big problem I have with the game at the moment though, is like the whole presentation and the characters and story is interesting to me though, but the actual gameplay itself is like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Oh, you just basically go to these different sections or districts or whatever of New Bordeaux. Okay, basically kill these enforcers and these rackets to get the big guy from that district to come out, and then you kill him in a mission, and then let's just move on to and then you get that district, and then you hand it over to one of your three partners,
Hmm.
and then you move on to the next district. That's pretty much what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much you go around, you get the racket, then you have to kill the minor boss of that racket, then you kill the major boss, and then you get to the what do they call them? They call them is it capos or captains or something?
Right.
Like you have to get to the story centric
Yeah.
person that you have to kill at that point. So
Yeah, like I've only got to the point where, like, I had the meeting with with three partners,
hmm.
and then that's just where I ended. Though that's where I stopped playing it.
What do you think of the Irish the Irish dude?
uh, He's kind of your typical Irish guy, drunk.
Yeah.
Seems to be all the time. Or
Yeah.
like the stereotype of your typical Irish person.
There's a reason why he drinks a lot, and it's not only because his son didn't make it, but there's another reason that you'll learn a little later on in the game.
Right. Okay.
I won't spoil it for you, but there's another reason why he drinks all the time.
All right. Gotcha.
They all have their side stories, which is kind of interesting. Like, I don't remember their names at all of the three, but they.
Cassandra. Was it no? It's Danny. No, was it that? No, Tommy Burke was it? Or was that the son? I think it was
Uh,
Danny or Tommy. I forget.
it's Tony.
Tommy, all right, and Vito Scaletta, who's the main character in Mafia 2.
Yep. They all have their different side stories, and they're kind of interesting. Once you do all their side, like their quote unquote loyalty missions, you unlock the reason why, their side stuff, which is interesting for all three of them. How you spreading out your districts? You giving him each one?
I only give them to the ones like I already done those thing ones at the moment, like the ones you sign them to anyway,
Hmm.
like the ones you go to them for.
Okay.
That's the only ones I've done thus far. I haven't done like
You haven't had to assign a district yet.
no, I haven't done like
Okay.
assigned to any one of them. It's just basically the one you get for them anyway. Like the ones that automatically be assigned to them pretty much anyway.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because they're the ones who want. Okay, need this guy the way so I can get this district back. No, it's just those ones I've done at the moment.
Depending how you go on this, there are different types of endings that you can
Yeah,
get to the game.
yeah. No, it's looked them up. Yeah, you can basically like guys that can kind of turn on you and stuff like that though.
Yeah, they can turn on you.
It just probably
So
depends on what perks you get from them as well. Because like the more income they get as well, like the different perks you get. It's probably maybe
exactly. Yeah.
that's probably as well
Exactly.
depends on what perks you prefer.
One will offer you more health and more guns, another one will offer you like more explosives, more cars, or stuff like that. So you
Yeah,
have to. I spread them out evenly between the three, so all three of them were happy
yeah, I
at the end.
probably
Yeah.
will do that as well, maybe.
Nobody turned on me. Everybody was happy, so
Yeah,
that was good.
yeah. I think
Although I kind of wanted to give them all to Vito. I
right.
kind of wanted to give them all to him, but I said, nah, I don't want to kill the other two. Even if they're pricks, I don't want to kill them.
Yeah, like there's like kind of three different kind of endings though. There's like one you leave. I know like there's three different endings now. There's the one you leave New Bordeaux after the events. There's one where you basically have control. You give control of the city or something with your
So
partners.
you just spoiled that he survives.
Right. Well, yeah, I can guess so then. Yeah, but I kind of had an idea anyway though.
Yeah, well, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, he survives, and as you said, there's one that you leave the city, leave after the events of the what happens at the end, which I won't talk about. Um, you have another ending where they all turn on you,
Yeah,
or you turn on them and they turn on you at the end. And there's another one where you stay and you lead the city
yeah.
to conquer the city, pretty much. So yeah, and it all depends on who's alive and who died and whatever. So there's a couple of different endings. It's not only three. There can be a couple of others.
Yeah, different variations though as well.
Yep.
Yeah, I kind of spoiled a bit there. Yeah, but like I was saying, I'm not really into the big sport. Like I don't really mind though anyway. But like I do
But
enjoy
yeah,
the game. But
the
I
way
like
they talk about him during the game, you're not sure if he's still alive.
yeah, that's the thing as well. Like, but I had an idea though.
Hmm.
Anyway,
I'm surprised I'm not the one who spoiled something this time.
yeah, I did. But I'm
But yeah,
sure.
it's
But
it's
like,
it's a fantastic game story-wise, and I mean the gameplay is pretty solid. The shooting and everything is pretty solid,
Yeah,
but there
I just
are
like the gun
so many bugs.
sounds. Yeah, I just like the gun sounds and stuff like that as well. Just the way like you shoot someone, just the way that, like that's the sound when you hit someone in the shoot in the head. Though, just love that.
Yeah,
Like the sound design in this game is just like fantastic in my opinion.
but once you've upgraded like towards the end of the game, well, maybe half middle of the game, it's just too easy. Like everything is so easy. You can call in a hit squad and they go in and just clear out the thing and you just sneak in and do whatever you want to do.
I haven't done
It
that yet now.
it's really like
But
it
that
gets easy as hell.
they cost markers though or something though, don't they?
They cost money if you don't have markers,
Oh right. So how
but you
much?
make money like water in this, so it doesn't really
Right.
matter.
Well, how much did you have at the end?
At the very end, 100,000 something, maybe.
Yeah, I've got like 30 odd thousand at the moment, I think.
But I kept spending, I bought guns and I bought ammo and
Yeah, like fill my ammo and get like explosives and stuff like that. Yeah.
so you can call in cars that doesn't cost you anything. You can block phone lines, all sorts of stuff. It gets really easy towards the end, honestly. There's only one mission that gave me problems, and it's because you're completely unarmed when you start that mission. So
Is that
that one
a
was kind of tough.
later mission? Is it?
Yeah, it's a later mission.
Okay.
It was a little tough. I died maybe 2 or 3 times, but for the rest, it's pretty easy.
Yeah, like like there's certain times I've died though, but it's just because like I'm sure I'll probably be all right once I get more Angie though. But like just sometimes just like Angie just goes like that. Like once your body armor goes, you can just die like just in an instant.
That doesn't change.
Yeah,
I'm
like
sorry to say that
yeah,
doesn't
that
change.
doesn't change as well. Like especially when you're fucking, you have like full health. So guy comes
Hmm.
with a shotgun, boom, you're
Yep,
fucking, and
two
like
shots and
I
you're
was like,
dead.
yeah, it's just like one shot and like, oh, there you go, I'm dead nearly. It's like my fucking health's practically gone at that full health,
Hmm.
and it's not even like right up close as well. Like sometimes he's not like that. He's a like bit of a distance away, and he
Hmm.
shoots you, and I was like, oh my goodness, I lost fucking like most of my health with one shot. Like that's
That's why once
annoying.
you have the hit squad, you send them in,
Yeah.
they clear out everything, and you just go in. And that's it.
Like they're the ones I hate the work most though. The ones with the shotguns and that there. Like all the other guys that had like the right automatic rifles and pistols and stuff like that. They're not so bad. It's just those ones with the fucking shotguns are the worst.
Oh yeah, the shotguns, if they get close to you, you're dead. You're pretty
Yeah,
much dead. You can't do anything,
yeah,
pretty much. So, yeah, I mean it's really good. It's really clunky. There's a lot of a lot of jank in that game,
mm.
but more than usual for an open world game, but there's a lot of jank. Uh, but yeah, the story-wise, it's really good. Like the start of that game is one of the best starts to a game that I've seen
Yeah.
in a
Like the
very,
prologue,
very
yeah,
long
the
time.
prologue in that game's very good though. It's
Yeah,
just really well done though. I was just like, I am enjoying the game though, but I just kind of wish it kept that momentum
yeah, exactly.
though.
It
Like
really
it's
dies down after a while
yeah, because
until
like
the end.
yeah, because this is it's just the gameplay. It's not so much the game. It's just the gameplay structure you have to do. Like the shooting and all that there. That's solid enough. It's
Yeah,
just the whole game, like the thing you have to do. You just basically go through the rackets. It's just basically rinse and repeat. Like the cutting have made it a bit more different each time.
hmm
It's just like that's all there is
not
to it.
really. They're not really different.
Yeah. And there is like side missions and stuff like that there, which is like, yeah, okay. They learned their lesson from the last one.
Hmm
Because heck, I know it was a different team anyway. They're doing this one. It's not the same team, but like at least they looked at that as like, okay, there was no side quests in the last one. Let's make sure this one has side stuff now. And
Yep.
also, I'll probably do this like the start those loyalty missions though, but I'm not going to bother doing those other side missions where basically you have to drive up and halfway across the city to the bio and pick the drugs up to drive back though. Like I'm not doing that.
No, I didn't do that either.
Yeah, I was like, no, I'm not fucking doing that. I can't be bothered doing that. I did like once for the first guy with the guy with Cassandra. That's it. But like if that's pretty much the case with all of them, it's like no thanks.
Yeah.
That's not fun side quests. I'm not going to do those now.
No, those I did one to see what it was like, and I said, "Yep, I'm not doing those. I'm done with that."
Yeah, because like the biome stuff is just so far off from where you where the missions are though. It's just annoying though.
And there's no fast travel, so
Yeah, that's annoying. Like the city is all right though. It's not one of those ones that's like enjoyable to drive around.
no, not really.
Yeah,
It's not really that enjoyable.
yeah. That's just the point. You just get to a point. It's like I wish there was like fast travel in this game though.
Yep, very much so.
Like not even if it's like to like any point. Like just like little wee fast travel points throughout the city would just suffice.
Like
Okay,
Watch Dogs 2 do. Like you can Watch Dogs 2, you can fast travel next to the mission. Like you just have to walk a little bit and you're at the mission.
yeah,
But yeah, I mean, having no fast travel in an open world game today, that's kind of rare. You don't see that a whole lot.
yeah. I know, like I don't know what the first game was that did though. Well, Oblivion and stuff like that. That yeah, those kind of games had fast travel. Once you unlock the point, you're able to
Yep,
fast travel to it now.
yep,
Yeah, like I've been that would probably enjoy as well. Enjoy it more if that the case though. Okay, once you lock a certain district or like get to a certain mission, you can just unlock fast travel points and just like okay, I just want to fast travel to this point. That's like any other mission now, and just start the mission rather than having to waste 5 minutes driving to this location.
yeah, exactly. It's a pretty good game, but it's not, the most incredible open world game ever made. But yeah,
No, it's a
it's
good
still
game, but
enjoyable.
it's not. It's a good game, not brilliant though by any means.
Nope, not really.
Like at the moment, I think I still like the second one more,
Hmm.
despite the fact like that was a game that was I enjoyed that game, but that I think that really didn't need to be open world though because the fact is, what was the point? Because all you did in that game was drive one point to the next. There was nothing in between. Like
Yeah.
that could have been done in a mission structure, and it would have been just as good.
Hmm.
But like it was a sequel though to the first game, which was an open world game as well. So
Yeah.
couldn't make it completely different now. But yeah. Anything else? I think that's probably all what you've been playing, is it?
I think it is, yeah. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, and just a few things to talk about here now. I might move on to something else or call it a day.
Oh, I
Um,
tried to I tried to play Infinite Warfare.
oh yeah, that's correct. You did, but it wouldn't let you do so.
Yeah, crashes pretty much 2 minutes after the thing starts. Crashes completely to desktop.
Crash of Duty Infinite Warfare.
Yeah, and I was looking online and not a whole lot of people have experienced this. So I said, well, screw it. I'm just gonna return the game. First time I returned a game on Steam. I said, well, screw it. I'm gonna return it. I'm not gonna bother looking online to find a reason and uninstall this and deactivate this and fuck it. I don't
Yeah, I
wanna.
hate that when you have to look online for stuff like that there, especially when they may not have the same problem.
Every other game plays no problem, so why would I have problems with Call of Duty? You know, I don't know. So yeah, I played what 2 minutes of that game, and that's it.
And how are those 2 minutes?
I don't know. I saw a cutscene. I never got to play the game.
Okay,
You
just
jump from a plane at the beginning, and that's where it crashed. So both times or three times that I tried it. I tried it in windowed mode. Tried it in very small window to see if it worked. Nope, kept crashing. So I said, "Fuck it, go return it."
yeah, I've refunded two games during the time I've been on Steam. One was Torchlight because I bought it, and then someone gifted it to me, like shortly thereafter, around the same time, and I basically said it to them. Someone gifted to me this here. This is like years and years ago though.
Hmm.
and basically said, right, they basically said, okay, I'm gonna let you do this here now, but we don't usually let you refunds because of this, so but we'll go let you do it this time. Basically
Yeah.
said, don't do it often. And I was like, yeah, no, that's I never did though. And like the next, I was like, this was years ago, and then like the next time I did it was a few months ago there for No Man's Sky.
Oh, you refunded No Man's Sky? Okay.
Yeah,
I couldn't because I played too much of it.
I played 3 hours of it though, so I wasn't one of those people who were looking for a refund after 50 hours though.
Hmm.
And they did get the refunds, which I think is ridiculous. Like I did ask for a refund, but like I only played 3 hours.
Hmm.
I was like, no, it's just not feeling it though. I thought I would feel it though after playing it for the first time and I played again. I was like, nah, not feeling it. Not getting into this though.
I
Just gonna
paid full price for that fucking game.
that game shouldn't have been full price. With all due respect to Hello Games and out there, that game should not have been in full price with the way it was.
That's the most disappointing game of the year for sure. By far and wide. The most disappointing game.
Yeah, that definitely is going to be in a lot of people's most disappointing games. It was overhyped.
Overhyped and under-delivered.
Yeah,
Like a ton of stuff was missing from that game
yeah,
that they showed
yeah,
and everything. So, and Hello Games have disappeared. You don't see them tweet, you don't see them talk, you don't see them do anything. They just disappeared.
yeah. Well, one side of things I don't know. Just I don't blame them though because they're just basically just going to get abuse hurled at them though. But on our side, like they could have at least said certain things by now. Though it's been what 3 months now, nearly 4 months coming since that game's been released, and like not a whole lot's been said in the situation.
Yeah, but I think the only tweet that they let out recently was saying No Man's Sky was a mistake.
Yeah, but wasn't that apparently hacked? Supposed to be a hack or something?
I don't know.
If that was yeah, it might have been true or not.
I don't know if they dove into that and said what was up with that, but yeah, that was a weird tweet. No Man's Sky was a mistake. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
apparently, apparently it was actually that was his account got hacked. Someone said that,
yeah,
but you never know. You don't know.
exactly.
Yeah,
So, anyway.
same though. But yeah, that game was just like yeah, because all you did in that game was the same. It's just like yeah, that's pretty much another rinse repeat game. Just travel from one planet to the other. Just get resources. Go one from one planet to the other. Just get resources. That's really it. The only
Yep.
thing different was the creatures you got, and like yeah, planet was basically a temple. It's like a different
Yep.
planet clans.
So disappointing.
Yeah, yeah, that was a disappointing game. Um,
I don't think we'll ever see No Man's Sky 2.
nope. That game was announced 3 years ago. Next month,
Yep.
so it was. It's announced at the VGX Awards
Hmm.
before they became the Game Awards,
Yep.
which that's next week now as well. Which will
Yep.
have
That's right.
announcements, of course, like they always do.
Hmm.
Um, have you looked at the nominees?
No, I haven't looked at anything of that.
Well, I hope Thing wins Trending Gamer though. Danny O'Dwyer.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah, that's the only one I know. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. I doubt it though, but you never know. 2 Irish guys though, so getting
Yeah.
Irish getting some love this year.
Yep. Jacksepticeye and him.
Yeah. And the other ones is Angry Joe, Boogie, I forget his 2901 or something, and Lyric. The only one I don't know there is Lyric. I do not know. He's like I think he's a streamer or something, like a Twitch streamer. That's the only one I don't know of.
Okay.
I know the rest.
Hmm.
Um, I played the Dark Souls 3 DLC, and I've said like I do not think too much of it, to be honest. It's like I haven't even finished it yet. I haven't even gotten to the boss yet. I haven't even played in a few weeks. I just something I do not like this DLC. And I don't know what it is though. Just something about it just rubbed me the wrong way. Just like playing it though, just the area it is in is just not particularly great. It's just something like just can't put my finger on that just rubs me the wrong way with this here though. Like I love Dark Souls 3, but I just not into this DLC whatsoever. And I think it's just because it's just like the DLC for Bloodborne was just so good though, and I assume like this might have been probably not as good as it though, but it's just a big drop from the DLC of that game to this one, and it's probably the worst DLC I've played in the Dark Souls series. Like I think every other DLC has been great, but this is the one. This is the first time this kind of dropped the ball on the DLC front, and it's like I hope the other one's good, but after this one, I don't have I don't have high hopes because it might just end up being the same kind of way. Whereas I've just been disappointed with this. I thought it'd been better, but nope.
Yeah.
Just been bored. Like that's the thing. I just haven't gone around and finish it though. Boy I've played through. That is in my top 5 games of the year. Don't know where yet, but I really like that game. I'm not going to talk too much of it though because I know you couldn't care less.
No, not really.
Just to say, it's just a really good game. Just I love the soundtrack on it. It's just I really love the simple art style to it. It's just like a old school game. This game would have fit nicely in the PlayStation area, so it would. But yeah, it's just a great game. Just love, just really enjoyed the game playing it though. It's just one of those games that like I would have loved this back in the day.
Yeah.
It's just fit perfectly in PlayStation era, like I said. And then finally, I'll go through Final Fantasy 14, A Realm Reborn or Heaven's Ward. I resubscribed to this game back in September, and I played a good chunk of it though over the last 2 months because it just stopped me from playing other games. It just got really hooked onto it again. I played through because before I subscribed again though, the last time I played it was last June of last year, I think it was, or July of last year, and I finished like the main scenario of the first game, like Final Fantasy 14 A Realm Reborn, and the thing is, I had to get through all the post-patch content leading up to the expansion, and by the time I got to the expansion content, when I did that, there I had a lot of quests to do, and by the time I got to that expansion, I got burnt out, and therefore I had to, quit playing though, and then I just decided to go back there again recently, and I played through the expansion stuff, and I've played through practically all of the expansion post the patch content. I just have to do 3.4, and then I'm caught up to date on the main scenario quest line stuff, but there's like various other things to do in it as well. But yeah, that game is still really good, and if it wasn't for the fact that this was released last year, this would easily been in the top 10 games of the year though. So it would have been if Heaven's Ward was released this year and I played it then, it definitely would have been in my top 10 because I really still think this is a great MMO. It is the best MMO I've ever played. That is including World of Warcraft, and I've joined a thing in it though. It's been great though, and just been having a blast playing through the game though, and it's just a fantastic game though. So it is.
You joined a clan in there or what?
Yeah, I joined it like what the fuck are they called? I forget what they're. It's basically it's like they're equivalent of a guild.
Okay.
So it is. I just forget exactly what they're called. Free company. That's it. Free company.
Okay.
Yeah, I joined a free company there and been chatting with them on like during when I'm questing out there, and few of them helped me out there when I was going through the main scenario quest though, because like I said, I go through this game solo myself, but when you get to like certain quests and out there, you have to go through dungeons and do certain instances, trials, and that's when you have to team up with other players and do them. You can either like go through matchmaking, or you can like go on the party find, or you can like if you have like join the free company, you can say, hey, I want some help doing this dungeon or something. Sometimes you don't get a reply. Sometimes like some people are helpful. I've done it with other people. Some people have asked, hey, do you want to join me and do this here, like to the company itself, not to like use specifically. And I just like sometimes I join those, like, yeah, just do it though, because I need to do this here anyway, and just give me like experience, or get me this item I need or something. Well, not now, or just just to help out as well anyway. But yeah, it's, as I said, I really still do like this game though. And it's the only Eduardo, I think, has gone back to it now, and he's the only other person that I know of that's really that's got into this game though. Derek was interested in trying it out though, and I thought he might have picked it up when he was off there for a week and tried the trial, but he didn't bother. I don't know if he's still interested though, but I'll ask him and see. I know you have no interest in it though. Too bad.
No, really, no.
It is a great game though, but I know like MMOs are not really your cup of tea. Like the only one you ever played. No, you played Star Trek Online, didn't you?
Yeah, I played a little bit of that, not a whole lot.
And you played
The
Star
one I
Wars.
played is Star Wars, yeah.
Star Wars as well, yeah, yeah. I played a bunch of MMOs though, but this is my favorite one though, because it's the one I got the first into though. It's the one like I've actually leveled the character. I did it like when the first came out, I got up to 50, and then I got up to 60 there recently. The thing about these games is though, like it takes a lot of time to level up a character for me, and going through the stuff. I just don't know how people can do it with numerous characters or numerous classes. I just don't know how, but the fact is, maybe it's because this is the game they solely play though. It's like, okay, if this is the only game you solely play, then I can understand. But for me, who plays other games, though, I could not do it though. I always can just focus on my one character and my one class. Like I'm a black mage, and I say, yeah, I'm focused on that there, that I can't, change and start leveling up again and that there, even though it might not be as long as it was when the game first came out though. But I'm not going to go through all that process again, because it took me a long time it took me pretty much 2 months, and I practically played this game nearly every day when it first came out, and it took me 2 months to level up to 50. So
Yeah, that's a long time.
Yeah. So, and yeah, it took me a few weeks there to get up to 60 as well, and because there was so much more stuff to do as well though. So the thing from the last few levels wasn't as bad though, because there's just so much more to do, and you get a lot of experience boosts and that there as well, so it wasn't so bad. But yeah, that's Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn / Heavensward, which is a fantastic game, and the expansion Stormblood will be out next summer, and I will definitely be getting it.
So they're doing like a World of Warcraft thing now, that they're gonna have expansions and everything?
Yeah, because it's an MMO. MMOs have things and then have expansions, yeah. So yeah, this is the
All right.
Heavensward was the first one, and then Stormblood would be their second expansion. Was out in summer 2017. And I'll definitely be looking forward to it though. Yeah, that's what MMOs do though. Like they have the base game come out, and then like a year or two later they have like their expansions, which are like new content and that there. But like they have like during those times though, they have have patch updates which have like new content. Like during between like Heavensward and Stormblood, there's been like new dungeons and new story quests though, because they're gone like just have, okay, here's Heavensward now. Right, get all this content done. We'll see you. That's it. We're not going to do anything for another 2 years. Like that wouldn't fly with any MMO, especially ones with a subscription like this one does. Like, what's the point of paying so much amount if there's going to be no new content though?
Yeah, they don't have a choice to do that. It's like they're releasing a new game or something.
Yeah.
Every 2 years, or well, every year or something.
Yeah. That's the thing that like have new patches like every big patches every few months and have the new content though. So they have new dungeons and new things like new raids and stuff like that. There like 8 player or like 24 player raids and stuff like that, which are pretty awesome. But yeah, that's that game. Got back into the bad way. I haven't played it in like a while in a bit though, but might go back to the game over the weekend or next week though. Cause I need to finish that main scenario quest and then I'm up to date now and just wait for the next one to hit.
Hmm.
Yeah. Do you want to call it a day or do you want to talk about wrestling for a bit here?
I don't know. What do you want to do? You want to talk about wrestling or not?
Yeah, we could just talk about
But
wrestling for a bit though.
okay.
Wish.
Yeah.
What did you think of Survivor Series?
Was better than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to be a real shit show, but it was actually way better than I thought it would be. So that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, I didn't have any high expectations for it as well.
Yeah.
Which is, that's good. It's a good thing though when it actually at least exceeds your expectations though.
Hmm.
So it has, and like NXT was fantastic.
Yeah,
As
as
usual.
always.
Like I think that tag match was absolutely fantastic. It's
Yeah. That was a match of the night for sure.
Yeah,
Yep.
and that's the thing now. There's a revival. Had the they've had the match on of this night for 3 takeovers in a row now.
Yep.
So that goes
That's
to
true.
show how good a tag team they are. I'm not
Yeah,
saying
they're
I'm
gonna
not
be.
taking any away from DIY now because they're fantastic as well. Though, but like Revival had the best match of the show 3 times now.
Yep. 3 occasions.
Problem with them then is the tag team division on both main roster brands are nowhere near as good as the ones on Thing when they have matches like that on NXT compared to the tag matches they have on Raw. Like when was the last time you can say they had a really good tag team match on Raw or SmackDown?
It's been a while. They don't have that good of a tag team anyway, so
But the thing,
none
the
of them.
problem with Raw is though they're just so they damaged it so much because of the whole New Day thing. In my opinion,
Yep.
they have
New Day needs
because
to leave.
they had the belts for so long now, and it's just got to a point where it doesn't mean much though, because like New Day are nowhere near as good as they used to be though. Like
No,
their
not at
act
all.
has gotten really tired,
Yep.
so it has.
That's why I was happy they got eliminated for first for Team Raw at the
Yeah,
Survivor Series.
and that's the thing. I want the Revival to come up to the main roster and actually be the ones to beat them. Like
That
I
would be
know
cool.
that won't happen though. I don't know who's gonna beat them. Um, I'd like it to be actual new team, like face like sort of say American Alpha get traded to Raw or something, and they beat them or something. I don't want someone who's already on Raw to beat them after the
Yeah.
fact is that New Day have beaten them numerous times.
Hmm.
Like, what's the point of
Like I wouldn't see maybe Enzo and Cass maybe. I don't know.
but they've beaten them.
Did they didn't wrestle that much against them? Maybe one match.
Yeah, maybe,
Not
but
that
still,
much.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe once or twice I forget though, but they still beat them.
Yeah.
But they've beaten Club several times. They've beaten flipping Shining Stars. Like, well, yeah, were they gonna let Shining Stars beat them?
No,
No.
absolutely not.
Like Shining Stars are pretty much Raw's hype bros.
Yep.
No one gives a shit about them.
Exactly.
Like they're the most worthless tag team on that roster. So they are.
Yeah, a tag team that could do good for that actually has good wrestlers on SmackDown is Breezango. But they're never going to do anything with those guys, so
Yeah, it's too bad.
you know.
Cause I actually like that. I like that. I like Tyler. I like Tyler Breeze since his NXT days. But the fact is, that basically did nothing with him.
They buried him
Yeah,
when he got there. So
and I've done
same
this.
as what's his name there? Neville.
Yeah,
They pretty much buried him.
yeah. Damn shame.
Yep. They're doing the same thing with Bailey, so
Really? Do you
not
think so? Well,
not to that point, but it's getting there.
yeah. She still gets. The thing is, though, usually she's still getting cheered a lot, though. Like other ones who get
Yeah,
debut and get a big cheer, and then by the time they like after the way they get buried, though, it's like yeah, they come out and just get no reaction whatsoever. It's like yeah, that's what they've done to you. They
exactly.
made you worthless. And I don't know who. I think the biggest ones, one of the bigger ones as well, is the Ascension. Like
Yeah, they're pretty much a joke.
yeah, like they're like probably they're the one of the most worthless tag teams in the entire roster.
Exactly.
Like them, Hype Bros, and Shining Stars are probably the bottom three in terms of like actually meaning something.
Popularity and yeah.
Yeah, actually means something. Like they're no one cares really about them. Like I'm sure they have their fans, but like not to the point of
Yeah.
New Day or the more highlighted teams. Um, Chris Jericho and Kevin Owens.
Yeah. That's pretty much the best thing that's going for WWE right now. They don't have a whole lot better than those two.
I've always been a big fan of Chris Jericho though, but
hmm
I think this is the best stuff he's done ever since his 08-09 phase.
Yeah, the stuck up
The
guy.
yeah, the fucking slow talking, suit wearing one, like the I'm the best in the world at what I do, like that phase where he made
Exactly.
the source of words like you hypocritical troglodytes and stuff like that. The way he
Yeah.
said you parasitic worms and all this stuff. Yeah, this is definitely his best thing ever since that there. Like the fact is, he made a fucking list over a list.
Yeah. Some papers.
And he's made
It's
like
more over than maybe 90% of the locker room on Raw.
Yeah.
So
like every time he goes, he just made the list. He gets a big cheer.
yeah, and he knows it too. So he takes his time now to take it out and click his pen.
Yeah,
It takes all this
what,
time.
you know what happens to people like that? You know what? You just made the list.
Yep. And people going nuts. Like he got the biggest ovation in at Survivor Series when he came out.
Yeah, he got the biggest. I don't know. Maybe Goldberg got a bigger cheer. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
But he did get
Goldberg.
one of the. If he did get one of the bigger cheers, or not the biggest cheer of the night, top of the night though.
Yeah.
Which is great to see. And I just love them together though. I think they're great. Like, did you watch the thing in the pre-show?
Yeah, I did watch that video earlier on today. Like I was watching everything they were doing together.
Yeah.
Like I watched, yeah, that was really great.
I'm sorry you didn't invite my best friend Chris on the show. Well, I'll get him now. Chris!
Yeah.
Chris!
And he comes from the other side. He's like, "Oh, you're there."
Oh, yeah.
That was great.
Yeah, like I just.
And Tom Phillips really trying to keep it together and not start laughing.
I think he did. I think he did break and then fucking guys was like, "Just don't laugh."
Why are you laughing? It's not funny. Don't
That's
laugh.
not funny, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's out. What's
It's
the
really
chin's
good.
about? He's got no chin. Oh, why do you say that? You bully. That's awful thing to say.
Yeah. He turned everything around
Yeah.
on him.
Like I
Yeah,
actually,
they're really great. Both of them together are
Yeah.
fantastic.
Like I've been a big fan of Kevin Owens pretty much like ever since he debuted.
hmm
Though, and he's just like this phase of his stuff with Jericho's just been the best.
Yeah.
Like
He's him. I think Kevin Owens and The Miz are probably the best heels right now in WWE. Like Jericho's really good and everything, but I mean, for being a heel, as soon as you set foot in the WWE, and like I know that Miz was a face for a little bit, but he's mainly been a heel,
yeah,
and what he's doing right now is really great. with Maurice and everything and
Yeah,
interfering all the time. That's really great stuff that they're doing together there.
yeah.
And Kevin
Honestly,
Owens just being an asshole all the time was
yeah,
really great.
yeah. And that got his tweet as well. I love the fact the WTF moments with King Ross.
Yeah,
He fucking pointed out the tweet he made to David Ortonga
yeah,
about someone actually enjoyed your commentary. It'd be hard to find like one that enjoys your in-ring work or something along
yeah,
those lines.
exactly.
Yeah, like
He's he's fantastic.
yeah,
One day, I hope they keep the whole Team Chris and Kevin or Kevin and Chris going for just up until WrestleMania.
yeah. That's what I want though, but I feel I might have it happen around the Royal Rumble time, where they might face off at the Royal Rumble. But I'd like it to keep on going until WrestleMania though, at least.
Hmm
So well,
I think yeah, maybe Jericho's gonna eliminate Owens or Owens gonna eliminate Jericho in the Royal Rumble. Well, I don't see Kevin Owens won't be in the Royal Rumble because he won't be champion probably, unless Roman wins. I
yeah,
don't know.
I hope it doesn't. That doesn't be the case though.
Yeah, I hope not. But there's one Raw and one SmackDown pay-per-view left before the Rumble, so
Yeah,
you don't know.
TLC and Roadblock.
Yep.
But yeah, I just don't want to split off so soon though. I just want them to keep on going though,
Yep.
because like they're the best thing on the Raw. They're the best thing on Raw by far.
Pretty much.
Like
Yep.
nothing comes close to them though.
They're the best thing on Raw, and Matt Hardy being the best thing on the TNA is kind of
Yeah,
a weird year for wrestling.
yeah. And King Ross is the best thing on What Culture Wrestling.
Yeah, but he's not a wrestler or anything. I
Yeah,
mean,
but in terms of his personality though,
yeah, yeah. He knows that people, he's like the most popular figure over there at What Culture, so he knows it and he just rubs it in and everything.
fuck
Which is
you.
yeah, he's a pretty good character. Like you watch his first videos that he did for the channel, he's all serious and not doing anything and like reading the whole thing like really serious.
Yeah, and they just goes
Just
turns up
becomes
to
King
11.
Ross.
Yeah, and just turns up to 11, just goes crazy.
Yeah. And what's his name he changed his name on Twitter to Crappin' Shits or something
Yeah,
like
David
that.
Croppin shits or something.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is about.
I don't know where you got that. It's pretty
No.
funny. But yeah, I mean Matt Hardy being, front and center and Chris Jericho being front and center is kind of a weird year for
Yeah,
wrestling. So,
that just goes to show how great Chris Jericho is, though. Like, he's been around so long and he can still, like, change his character and personality so often. Like, when he came
yeah.
back the last few times, he was only around, like, a few months, though, anyway, though, and he didn't really, like, he feuded not there, but, like, his character was pretty much the same. He just acted like a
It's pretty stale and
pretty
nothing
stale
really.
baby face. Yeah, it wasn't, like,
Yeah.
anything great, though, but, like, he came back this year there, like, around Royal Rumble time, wasn't it? And then he started like, with the whole, the scarves and, like, the whole you stupid idiot, and then, like,
Yeah.
the whole, like, one that, like, that's the thing, they feuded, like, early in, like, for, like, the Money in the Bank, though, Owens and Jericho, and then now became best friends, and then the whole list thing happened there, like, a few months ago, and it's just gotten over in a big way.
Yeah. It's it's crazy to see what happened in wrestling this year.
Yeah.
It's really nuts.
Yeah, like Matt Hardy though, with his broken character though, it's just been brilliant there over there in TNA. Like, at the fact, if it wasn't for that, people wouldn't be talking about TNA.
Exactly. TNA would be nothing, pretty much.
Yeah, that's the thing that's gotten people to talk about TNA again.
And that's why they haven't really gone out of business yet. They've been closed like a bunch of times, but
Yeah,
still going.
still going. They're hanging in there.
Yeah, I wonder if TNA goes under if Matt's going to go back to WWE.
I assume so.
Yeah, they're probably gonna say, "Hey, bring your broken." I would love to see broken Matt Hardy and Bray Wyatt.
Oh jeez.
That'd be incredible.
Bray Wyatt. It's over.
Who's finally won a match on pay-per-view? A big match on pay-per-view.
That's actually
Finally.
two pay-per-views in a row. He's actually won now.
Yep.
Shock and horror. He's on a roll
Yep.
now.
Exactly. He's never gonna go for the belt, but he's on a roll.
Yeah, like when I seen that Raw, it was like always gonna be Roman and Orton and Wyatt. They said, "Oh, we know it's gonna go." Nope. I was actually surprised it didn't go that way.
What's really surprising is that um, Luke Harper has won the Intercontinental Championship,
Yeah,
and Bray Wyatt's never won anything.
yeah.
That's really
They've been,
crazy.
yeah, they've been there 3 years now, and he hasn't won a single belt.
Yep. Not one single championship. Didn't win any in NXT. It's really nuts. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like Big E won, Luke Harper won. You know, it's like it's insane to see that they haven't given anything to Bray.
But like he's challenged for the title now, not there, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has challenged for the World Championship.
Yeah, but he hasn't like won anything.
John
Yet.
Cena, yeah.
Yeah, like he hasn't won them though.
Nope. And John Cena's been gone for a while. He's disappeared from the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Like he came back a little bit and then disappeared again.
Where did he leave
I wonder
after
what's.
SummerSlam, wasn't it?
Yeah, like he came back just a little bit, like just a period of time. Maybe a month or something, and then he went away again.
Yeah. But I think he's gonna be more like I think he's a bit more part timeish now anyway. He's gonna be more like kinda like maybe like The Rock now, where during his
Yeah.
years where he just came back for a bit and then he goes away again for a while and then comes back again for a bit. Like it's gonna be act like that now.
Maybe like Chris Jericho a little bit
Oh
more.
yeah, yeah, that's actually better. That's a better thing one, yeah.
I think Jericho's is probably is his last run in WWE.
Probably.
Because I know Fozzy has a tour next year, I think.
Yeah. So I think he's probably gonna go. He'll probably maybe go up to Romania maybe, and then probably leave again.
Yep.
That's probably why he's been here for so long those times. Because the last few years he was only there for a few months and then goes away again. Like I actually looks like he was around last year. I think he just did a few dates. I
Yeah.
think. I don't think he was around. I think he did like a few live events now, but I don't think he was actually on TV now, except for a few shows. But that was it.
No, I know he was doing the live event thing, like the Chris Jericho, and then he did that Beast in the East, where he wrestled. Who did he wrestle?
Neville was it?
Yeah, I think it was Neville. Yeah, with the
Yeah,
Beast
and
in the East thing.
yeah, I think it was Neville. And yeah, he did the that one from MSG though because it was his 25th anniversary of in the business.
Hmm.
There, yeah. But I don't remember if he did. I actually forget now.
And when he came back, he.
Oh yeah, he did. He was in Night of Champions as well last year as well. He was with Dean Ambrose and Roman Reigns. I remember that now.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Exactly.
he wasn't like he didn't come out and did like a few months at a time now like he did beforehand. I think he only came like once every so often.
Yeah, he's been there for a while now.
But he's been here since the World around January, so he has.
Yep.
Like this is his longest run since pretty much since
2008,
since
2009.
2008 that period, yeah. Because like he came back in 2012, but I think he left like mid year or so,
Hmm.
mid to late 2012. But this has been his longest one, I think, since 0809 that period.
Yeah, I think he said it would be his last run.
Yeah.
So
Well, I think it's a high to go out on though. It's like some of the best stuff he's done in his career.
yep, that's a great way to go out. He's what, 50 now? Okay, he's probably close to 50.
No, he's 46.
46. Okay.
Yeah, he was born in 1970. So he's a year. You're in
Year
'71,
old.
weren't you?
Yeah, I was born in 71,
Yeah, he's
March 71.
what 4 months older than you because
That's not that much.
he was born 9th of November 1970.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But yeah, he's doing some good stuff. Matt Hardy too. So they're keeping their characters alive, which is cool.
yeah, indeed they are. That's pretty much it, I think.
Yeah, nothing more to talk about. We've been chatting for a while.
Yeah, two
How
and a
long
half
has it been?
hours.
2.5 hours, yeah.
Yeah, I think it is time to cut. We probably will be do we'll obviously do a best like game of the year one like we do always do.
hmm
We'll do it in January.
Probably have Derek join us at that point.
Yeah, because I think he knows he enjoys those
hmm
podcasts. So he does. Like I enjoy doing them podcasts. Just fun to talk about our favorite games of the year and see what your
Yeah, it's
choices
pretty
are.
cool.
To be honest, I don't know what his would be though because I don't know. Like
No idea.
I know a chunk of yours now.
Yeah.
I just don't know what his is. Like I have an idea what a few of his games are, but like I actually wouldn't know what his favorite game of the year is at the moment.
What new game did he play this year? Dark Souls?
Yeah, he
Pretty
played Dark Souls
much.
3. He's playing he played
Division.
Division. Yeah, he's played that
Uh,
with Destiny. Well, not really kind of. It's just a bit of
yeah.
an expansion. He's played that game Trades of Cold Steel 2,
hmm
which that I know he very much liked the first one. I think he said retroactively that would have been his game of the year though.
hmm
Pretty much made me with Dark Souls back in 2011. Um, but I think he's actually played more World of Final Fantasy than I have.
Yeah. I've seen his tweets.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I forget what else. But I'm sure I think he's played a bunch of games though. Anyway,
Yeah, he doesn't talk about him like we do, I guess.
no, he doesn't. Um, that's it. Thank you much for
Yep.
this. Thank you very much for listening. We'll be back in January with our best of, well, not best, like game of the year, top 10 game of the year podcast.
Coming soon.
Um, yeah, this is episode 69.
Sexual episode.
6969.
Yeah.
You pervert, Tom Phillips. Yeah, that was, man. Anyway, thank you much, Dennis, for joining.
Yep, thank you.
And we'll see you all next time. Ciao.
Bye, you stupid idiots.
You just made the list!